and I think everyone were able to hear my voice.
Yes, of course, sir.
Yes, 1 minute. I will connect.
Yes,
Sorry,
sir. Yes, sir. Voice is clear.
voice is clear, right? Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
yes, sir. Yes.
1 minute. I'll try to put this to mm, my Bluetooth so that no voice will be more clear. Yes, please. Yeah. Good morning, all to all the mentors.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. So let us start today's class. Before me starting today's class, let us. Yeah, good morning, ma'am. Good morning. Tirunamalai. 1 minute. One. Surface చేసుకుని వెళ్ళిపోవడం పని ఉందా ఇంకా లేవు లేవు అక్కడ క్లాస్ లో ఉంది అక్కడ పాలు మెసేజ్ ఏది తీసుకొని తెలియదు ఏం లేదు ఇక్కడ నా క్లాస్ లో వస్తుంది నువ్వు ఇక్కడ సో so first 10 minutes what we'll do is let us try to take the recap of what we have discussed yesterday. After that we'll go for today's session. Let me try to share my screen. Ganesh. Yeah, can you give my laptop this one also as a co-host? Would not- Yes. Everyone were able to see my screen, right? Can you please raise your hand if you are able to see my screen? Yeah, done. So everyone were able to see my screen. Now yesterday what we have discussed, what is actually a data analytics. We discussed what is data analytics. We discussed about the significance of visualization, how actually visualization need to prepare so that it looks appealing to the client. Then next we have discussed on basics of the Excel. When we discussed about the Excel, we discussed about the number related functions. We discussed about the text related functions, conditional formatting like if, the next in number condition, number formulas like sum, the next count, max, min. In text, when we discussed about the length or left, right, all those functions we discussed when we discussed about the basis of Excel. Then we try to move to Metabase. In Metabase, I have explained how to install the Metabase, and for Metabase, the main thing is need to have Java in their systems. Otherwise, Java need to install in their PC for installing Metabase. Once Java is done, Java installation is done, we can directly install Metabase, and using that Metabase jar file, we can log into the Metabase. This we have done in our yesterday class. After moving to the Metabase, how we can actually make some different charts. What are the different type of charts? Basic charts, what is pivot table, then next how to prepare a dashboard, and when we discussed the database, we even discussed how to create a member, how to create a group, how to give access to a member to any particular group, means the permissions, everything we discussed. After that, we moved into the pivot table. Okay, sharing like this only we are having sharing and embedding. Those things also I'll be explaining when during our sessions. In these sessions, I have briefly showed, okay, what actually we are going to explain in Metabase. And today we are going to discuss on the data science. The next, the need for the data science applications where data science is being used, or Python. If you want to install Python, um, how to install the Python and the basics of the Python. After that, in this particular data science, whatever the linear regression, the next matrix, matrix based techniques, whatever are there, those we'll see in Excel as well. As I have repeatedly told in my yesterday session, whatever we are going to do in the visualization in Metabase, we are going to do the same. We are going to do the same in Excel as well. See, like we all call C as mother of all languages, right? And the mother Excel, whatever the technologies, new technologies or new data visualizations or some other tools come, in spite of that, most people will find more convenient to do that in Excel itself. In spite of knowing many languages or many technologies, managers, project managers, or senior level managers, they love to do in Excel very easily because they are used to that from almost 1 or 2 decades also. Okay, because of that reason, everyone were more convenient in Excel. That is the reason, in spite of Microsoft came with Power BI as a data visualization. What are the features that are there in visualization? Most of the features they try to put in Excel itself, so that people can even use Excel as well along with the Power BI. Power BI has its own advantages. That is different, completely different thing. But when we confine ourselves to Excel, whatever the latest feature that any customer, any user, or even the Microsoft customer, okay, is expecting, everything they have, they are embedding or they are bringing that into Excel as well. Okay, and so in this Excel linear regression, then next whatever the Excel based matrix, these two things we'll be discussing. And Nagarajan sir will join at 12:15. He'll be explaining about the data visual, this eCom or this particular data sets. Okay, so this is our agenda for today. We are going to talk more on machine learning. What is data science? What we are going to teach in Python? What we are going to teach in data science? Okay, are we good to go? Good morning, everyone. Good morning to all the mentors who joined today's session. I will try. I will try to do. I will try to do. I will try to do that. Good morning. Good morning. Because I'm talking. See, my Tamil is not that 100%. I can manage my Tamil and I will talk that. Okay. Whatever you are having doubts எதனா இருக்குன்னா சொல்லுங்க sir. I will try to explain that. Good morning everyone. எல்லாருக்கும் வணக்கம். So I will be first. What is actually the necessity of data science? Data science நமக்கு எதுக்கு actually வேணும்? Your English is very simple, sir. Thank you. Thank you. நமக்கு actually data science, machine learning எதுக்கு actually வேணுமா? We are already நமக்கு எக்ஸல் இருக்கு, then next பவர் பாயிண்ட் இருக்கு, then next பவர் பிஐ, நிறைய டூல்ஸ் இருக்கு, ரைட்? அந்த டூல்ஸ் வந்து எல்லா ஃபீச்சர்ஸ் இருக்கு. அப்புறம் நமக்கு ஆக்சுவலா ஆர்டிஃபிஷியல் இன்டெலிஜென்ஸ் ஆர் மெஷின் லேர்னிங் எதுக்கு தேவை இருக்கா? கேன் எனி ஒன் டைப் இன் த சாட்? டேட்டா சயின்ஸ் நமக்கு டேட்டா சயின்ஸ் இல்லைன்னா மெஷின் லேர்னிங் நமக்கு ஆக்சுவலி வேணுமான்னா எதுக்கு வேணுமோ? In this current generation or current world, can anyone text in the chat, please? Time saving, sir. Okay, time saving. Okay. The next. See, for before me moving into okay marketing, okay marketing, time saving, then next what else? Able to access lot of data in seconds, sir. Okay. And okay, so how many of you are using credit card? Can you raise your hands? நம்ம எல்லாரும் this generation at least நம்ம எல்லாரும் credit card யூஸ் பண்ற, ரைட்? For some or the other reasons everyone எல்லாருக்கும் அட்லீஸ்ட் ஒரு credit card இருக்கும், ரைட்? Will you all guys accept? எல்லார்கிட்ட ஒரு credit card இருக்கு. It is useful for daily life. Okay. Then next, credit card fraud. How many people, how many of you actually learned about the credit card fraud? Credit card fraud. ஒரு புது ஐட்டம் வந்தாச்சுன்னா, ஓகே, அந்த புது ஐட்டம் ஒரு புது ப்ராடக்ட் வந்தாச்சுன்னா, ஓகே, அது பின்னாடி ஒரு எகெயின் ஒரு டிஃப்ரெண்ட் குரூப் வரும், ரைட்? ஃப்ராட் பண்ணதுக்கு. Okay, if you come up with some new product, okay, no new ERP, and the new ERP, okay, after coming that, after 1-2 years, someone will see, okay, new ERP, they will make some modifications and some other things, and they will come up with some other ERPs, right? அந்த மாதிரி சிம்பிளா ஒரு நமக்கு கிரெடிட் கார்டு இருக்குன்னா, okay, example might not be 100% relevant, but நமக்கு கிரெடிட் கார்டு இருக்கான்னா கிரெடிட் கார்டுக்கு ஃப்ராட் பண்ண பீப்புளும் இருக்கும். ஓகே, நம்ம காசு ஃபுல்லா கிரெடிட் கார்டு யூஸ் பண்ணி ஸ்பீட் அப் த ப்ராசஸ். ஓகே, ஆல் தீஸ் ஆர் okay, but credit card fraud, to reduce the credit card fraud also, this can be used for a credit card. And how many of you, okay, you have mentioned everyone were having credit card. And when we are doing any credit card transactions, what are the things that actually, if you are a data analyst, okay, think yourself as a data analyst. Data analyst or credit card user, okay, if you are the user or if I am the user, okay, to control the fraud, what are the steps that you look? I'm opening a notepad. Okay. If you are a data analyst, Anna, okay, and I am a customer. So your job is to control the fraud. What are the steps you actually look into the customer transactions or customer? Yes. Can you type in chat? If we can control, if we can analyze these things, no, then automatically we can actually reduce the percentage of the credit card frauds. What are those scenarios? One, two, three.
எப்பயுமே ஒரு வேலை பண்ணி செய்யாத
Can you all put yourself on mute, please? Thank you. Yes, yes, please. ஒரு டிரான்சாக்ஷன் ஃப்ராட் டிரான்சாக்ஷனா இல்ல நார்மல் டிரான்சாக்ஷனா? How we can identify? First thing, okay, let me try to share some scenarios. First thing, location. Okay, see, like Nagarajan sir told yesterday, okay, I belong to I belong to AP, and I am staying in Chennai. And if I travel, I'll travel to some places in south, or if I go very rarely, I will go to north in some locations. So if at all any transactions happened in these particular areas, means Hyderabad, Chennai, Vijayawada, or any place in Andhra, or Kerala, or south, or anywhere in south, okay, these guys previous transactions are all happening in these locations. So this can be a genuine case only. Can be only. We cannot confirmly say that based upon the location. Okay. If transaction or IP address comes from Kenya, UK, some other IP address, then that particular transaction can be a suspicious transaction. Right? That is one scenario. Location wise, they can actually try to locate, okay, is this a genuine transaction or not? Second, the timing. Okay, see, if I am a person who only do shopping from 10 o'clock to 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock, my all transactions are between these timings only. If suddenly, if they find a transaction at 2 p.m. somewhere in different location, then that might be a suspicious transaction. Might be a on that day I might have went to some other location. I only might have done the transaction, but when system sees, they will try to see that, okay, what are his timings. This only when we see the linear regression graph, okay, this dot will be somewhere from that linear line. So timing also. Then next, amount. What is the minimum amount and what is the maximum amount that I actually do when I go for transaction? And whenever it is it is also okay known, or it is also some of my friends told, they try to see that okay, credit card, whoever do the credit card fraud, they will not directly do 1 lakh or 2 lakh directly. Okay, they will try to do with a minimum amount, 10 rupees, 100 rupee, 200 rupee, like that. Minimum transaction. If any transaction happens, okay, consecutive transactions happen with a minimum amount, then they actually consider that as a might be a fraud transaction, because for 100 rupee and 200 rupee we will not use our credit card. That amount will be there in our pocket, or even in our debit card itself, or Google Pay itself we will be using. When they are trying to use the minimum amount repeatedly consecutive times, రెండు మూడు మార్లు minimum amount use panina, okay, might be a suspicious transaction. These are the scenarios, most, okay, most important scenarios they will be checking for this credit card fraud. Okay, nowadays, see, before credit card frauds used to happen, and we never used to get any calls from the banks, or from the credit card departments, right? Nowadays, when we are doing any credit card transaction, automatically we are getting a call from the credit card, that respective bank's credit card team. Are you the person who is using your credit card? Once we say yes, then only they will consider that transaction. Otherwise, what they will do is they will block the transaction. So wherever in real life, wherever one good is coming, along with that, parallelly one bad will also start coming, right? In this credit card also, we might use this for our personal users, but there are some other groups which will use for some negative purpose also. So it is the responsibility of the bank to minimize these frauds, right? To minimize these frauds, and for any bank, I am not the customer, I am not the only customer, right? They will be having crores and crores, or lakhs and lakhs of customers. So when they are having lakhs and lakhs of customers and doing analysis on that particular data, means you need to have that big servers, and you need to have a language which can control, which can actually evaluate that. Yes, yes, it is something like that only, head and tail. Wherever you have a positive, in movies also, if you take any big epics also, one Rama is there means one Ravana is there, one Pandava is there means one Kaurava is there, one head, one tail, right? For everything we'll be having two scenarios, definitely, whether it is a positive or negative. So, but if more fraud happens in one particular bank, what will happen? What will happen to the customers? Okay, fraud is happening 2 3 times. If any bank get hit with this credit card related issues, and it got known to the public, word of mouth, then what will happen? Automatically, customers will move to some other credit card or some other banks, right? So it became very important for the banks to protect their reputation. Okay, every organization ki or reputation irukku, right? அந்த ரெputation protect பண்ணும். அது மேல they also need to protect the amount of the customer, right? Customer amount save பண்ணனும், the next organization or bank reputation protect பண்ணனும். So for this particular scenarios, machine learning or in that machine learning, what are the algorithms that we are going to use will become handy. And in any projects, see, in any project, in real-time project, we'll have the huge data. And whenever we start a project, we'll start with a small data in real-time scenario. A small data will take, we will write all the scenarios for that particular small data, and we'll try to see that how it is working. Once we believe that it is working fine, then we'll push that code into the production environment. We call that as different environments. Development, in our real-time scenarios, we used to have development scenario, test scenario, and production scenario. Development scenario on the development team, like the developers, they will write the code, they will make the visualization, they will write the code. அதுக்கப்புறம் testing வந்து we again have two type of testing from the organization itself. We call that as unit testing and regression testing. அந்த மாதிரி நிறைய techniques இருக்கு. System testing, regression, performance testing. Okay, if we are having huge data, whether system is working normally or not, performance testing. Okay, integration testing also. If we are if for any big project, we need to integrate many systems into one, right? So on the mother integration sari aicha ilya. Then next the next browsers, see, when we are trying to test, we'll try to see, okay, in the compatibility, we call that as compatibility testing. Okay, in the browser and Google Chrome and சரியா வருதா இல்லையா, or Bing வந்து சரியா வருதா இல்லையா, or in our mobile whether it is coming correctly or not. அது full testing side. அதுக்கப்புறம் we'll move into the real data. Whatever the logic we use there, we'll bring that into real data and we'll test over there. And if at all any see, every system when we start building will not be 100%, right? When we build the system, slowly based upon the current. See, now we came up with system with some system to prevent the fraud. Tomorrow again, the fraudsters, what they will do is they will try to identify a loophole in this particular system. Again, they will come up with a new logic. Then what will happen? Again, we will again check that particular scenario, and we will put that scenario into our current system, and we'll check. Like that only our system, whatever the system we built. See, if you take our Excel only, Excel we are using from last 10-15 years or even more also. How actually Excel evolve? The whoever are senior in this particular whoever the faculty very senior, they'll be knowing from which version to which version and how actually Excel has evolved. அந்த மாதிரி, if you take any system, okay, that will slowly evolve based upon the scenarios they faced or the new scenarios that they get as the days go on, right? So when we are using our data science or in this credit fraud analysis, in this, when we get the data, we will not test that particular data completely with whatever the data we have. There is a technique called test and train. Okay, first what we'll do is we will take some data, and on the data we'll test the scenario, and whatever the data we actually tested on the trained data, whether it is coming correctly with that trained data or not, we will try to see. For little sample also we'll do this approach only. In this we have so many these theorems. Okay, we'll see that as part of our basic machine learning studies. This is ஒரு example. Credit card analysis ஒரு example. அந்த மாதிரி we have another example called customer retaining. Customer retaining. Whoever comes to their if you take the supermarket or any business, once customer comes to their place, or even if you take the bank, they need to retain their customer, right? Any business, their business main motto is giving the best services and retaining the customers, right? For retaining the customer also, there are some other theorems like RFM, recency, frequency, and monetary. RFM model is there. In that, what they will do is they will try to analyze is what is the recent transaction the customer has done. Okay, and what is the frequency of his transaction. If he did a transaction yesterday, after 1 year, then he is not that frequent to that particular either bank or to that supermarket or any place, right? If his transactions are happening frequently, monthly, 15 days, or 1 month, or 10 days, how frequently he is doing, and the amount that he is going to spend when he is doing the transaction. And the Madhuri, they will give some rating to that RFM 555 best 544. And the Madhuri, they will give some rating based upon the understanding or based upon that particular project. And the RFM model use Panni, who is the best customer, who are the top 10 customer, who are the bottom 10 customers. And the Murray analysis use for all these, whatever the example, customer segmentation. Okay, again, this is another example, customer segmentation. In the customer segmentation, if you take, let us take supermarket. Yesterday we have seen supermarket example, right? And the Madre, today also let us take supermarket example. See, our society, okay, anywhere across the globe, our society is actually divided into different segments, right? Middle class, upper middle class, lower middle class. All together we can combine as middle, rich, poor. Okay, and the area where they actually stay also, uh, somewhat they will be staying in different areas only. A person, okay, a person who actually purchase a product in the middle class, if that product, if they keep that in the rich or posh area, okay, there that product might not get sold. Their requirement, the rich class or whatever the class, society actually defined. Okay, it is defined by the society or by the people who living in that particular society. This is rich class, this is middle, this is poor. Okay, the products that they actually purchase will be different from the products purchased by the middle class, or the products purchased by middle class might differ when you see the purchasing pattern of the poor, right? So when you are setting up a small supermarket, you need to know, okay, what is the area, what is the customer pattern, purchasing pattern. Based upon that products or that brands you need to sell. Based upon, in this way you can even you can even analyze the customer segmentation. What are the products that high class people will be using, or middle class people will be using, or the lower middle class or the poor sector will be using. So for all these types, we will be using ML. These are the other examples. Okay, when I have taken the finance example one and marketing example one. Okay, now let us see another area called the 1 minute, pharmaceutical, or this medicine. Okay, now during the corona time, during Corona time, we got n number of vaccinations. China made, from India made, two medicines from India made. When they are making that particular medicine, okay, they need to undergo so many procedures. For that so many procedures, they need to have huge data to actually test their particular medicine on the first on animal, on the humans, and humans also on the healthy people. Afterwards they will run human trial runs will happen. After that, they will get the approval. So then only it will be released in the market. Everywhere you need to have the in this, especially for the medicine, you need to have the humans, the animal, human, and the results. And in these results also, the correlation, whatever the correlation we see, no, okay, it cannot be very high. It need to be very accurate. Otherwise, what will happen? It will have an major impact on the human's health. If the medicine is not properly tested, and if that medicine got approval uh, from FCI, some international organization, from that particular organization, if they get approval and post that, if any errors or anything happen, it will directly impact on the humans. As you might be reading in the newspaper, whatever the medicines that actually developed, and phase 1 phase 2 medicines given, now because now those medicines are giving some negative impacts, and that those companies also have taken back their medicines. Will you accept? Can you raise your hand? Yes, please. Yes, thank you. So everywhere, whether it is credit card, whether it is customer segmentation, whether it is a medicine, anywhere, the accuracy percent should hit 99.99 or even 200%. Then only, the loss humans had the rats during Corona period. Okay, okay. Because during that time what happened is they need to release that fast. So government's pressure, government, whatever the scenarios, they have released that. And in many countries have released, and post which now post impacts we are actually seeing now, right? So most importantly, again coming back to my point, most importantly, whether it is customer segmentation, credit card fraud, or credit card usage, or humans, or the medicines, whatever it is, no, okay, accuracy should be 99.9999%. It should almost reach 100%. It cannot be 60/40 or 40 or 70/30. No. If 70/30, 60/40 means people will run away to some other banks or some other medicine, right? So for all these, they need to have large data. And even see, on the sample data, when they checked, even even our elections, 2024 elections are another example, okay, of the analysis going wrong. I don't say it went wrong 100%, but the predictions, whatever all these channels, okay, have posted, and whatever the actual results came, there is some difference, if not huge. Okay, what is the difference? Also, let us not derive over here, but there is a gap. Okay, everyone, all the channels who actually have discussed in their channels, everyone accepted that there is a significant difference in this in the sample testing and the results. Understood? This is a live example. And if this happen on medicine, what will happen? If this happen on credit card, what will happen? The either customers or humans will start losing their lives, and the customers will lose their amount in a big way, right? Will you all guys accept? So to arrest all these particular scenarios, okay, we are coming up with different approaches in data science or in data science using our ML techniques, right? Are we good to move to next? I have explained all the scenarios. Now I will try to explain what we are actually going to teach in ML, data science, then next in Python. Can we move ahead? Can you raise hands? Or anything if you want to share from your real-time experiences also you can post. Udaya Suryan sir, he's posting over here like that. From your real-time scenarios also you can actually post a few scenarios, so that will also be handy for others to know. I have shared some examples from your real-time examples, and whatever the data. See, whenever we are going for ML or whenever we are going for this artificial intelligence, we can go with large data sets. Not if you are having small data sets with Excel also you can manage. When you are going with large data sets, then see, if you are having 2 lakh or 3 lakh records in Excel, opening the Excel itself will take time. On top of that, if you want to apply some linear regression or anything, no, Excel itself will get hanged. Wherever Excel finds it difficult in sharing, okay, in sharing the features that it is actually having. For those, we can move to some other technologies. When you are having, when you want to go for a visualization, you can go for, like yesterday I told, visualizations like Metabase, Power BI, Tableau, Google Analytics, Looker. For those, we can go. And if you want to go for any analytical, okay, you can go with the Python. Python is the best tool. This Python actually came before C++ and C, but now for this particular data, analysis or the machine learning, this tool became very easy to use. You don't need to remember so many formulas or so much code or anything. You can easily write that code, and for everything you have libraries. So you have pandas, you have numpy, you have panda, numpy, matlab. Like that, for everything you have different libraries. You can with a basic with a basic Ganesh, can you put everyone on mute, please? With
Okay.
yeah, thank you. With the basic Python knowledge, along with this machine learning libraries and or even this NumPy or Seaborn, or even you have pandas, using those libraries, we can write the code very easily. Okay, only thing for any project, most important thing is to understand the problem, and understanding the problem and analyzing the problem and coming out with a solution with different scenarios. Now I have mentioned, right, in in our credit card I have mentioned four. Like that there might be so many other scenarios also. All those scenarios need to be cross checked and need to come up with the solution. That is a role of the data scientist, data engineer, or data analyst, whoever it is. Yes, please. How many are actually understanding completely whatever I am trying to explain with the scenarios? Can you please raise your hand? Am I going that fast, or whatever the pace I am actually using is okay for you? For that also, please raise your hand. Okay, okay, thank you, sir. Okay, now let us go to our syllabus, whatever we are actually trying. I have explained this data science, and when I am going to explain this to the students, I will go with the presentation. I have one presentation. What is this actually? See, I'll be explaining this. What is data science? What is the purpose? Where it will be used? See, where it will be used, what is structured data and what is unstructured data. You are able to see my PPT, right? What is structured data? What is unstructured data? The next definition of data science. Data science, what is the history of data science? What are the areas where data science will be used, and what is the role of statistics in data science? Like this, I have a presentation. I'll be sharing this presentation, see, where this data science is useful, statistics. So I'll be sharing this particular presentation. See, this we can even use in our real time scenarios also. See, if I go to a doctor, okay, and I am having last 3 4 years of sugar history. With that sugar history, doctor using this machine learning or this whatever the technology we are having, and if you take a simple example, he can actually predict whether next time when you come, when whoever the his patient comes, his H1BC will be more than 7 or less than 7. Okay, now there are so many systems which actually came, which will show the readings. See, based upon the so many testings only, now we are having before 20 years back they used to do that using a syringe, and they used to take blood, right? Afterwards, the strips came. Afterwards, now they are getting some small mission which they can keep on their hand or on thigh. With the mobile, instantaneously they can see the record, they can see their blood sugars, right? Simple example of evolvement of the system. For all these, see, wherever system is getting evolved, there all this science, whatever we are actually discussing, all this will play key role. Now, whatever the 6%, yesterday, whatever Nagarajan sir told, only 0.5% of the Indians are into IT, who are contributing to 6% of GDP. Not only for the 6% GDP, they are actually, yes, digital sensors. I missed out that word. Not only IT professionals, not only they are contributing to the GDP, also they are actually contributing in many areas like science, like uh, like like updating the next generations, or updating the students with the latest technologies, like that. These IT, whoever are there, no, they are even contributing in many areas. All these are unseen areas, right? As a mentors, okay, you might be knowing, we not only contributing based upon GDP, or with the count, contributing to the society in many other ways, helping. See, when in Hyderabad, if I belong to Hyderabad, if a girl or a woman need to go outside or need to travel from somewhere to home during the late nights, it used to be very difficult before. Now Hyderabad police, they come up with a new technology, and with that, some, if they go, they can register their name and details where they are. So police will be tracking that particular girl's information, and if she, and from one place to another place, if it is taking time to reach, police will automatically alert the nearby police, and the nearby police will reach out to that location. All this is part of the technology only, right? Apart from the GDP, all these are also are the unseen areas where these technologies or the professionals are doing good to the society. Now, again, coming back to this data analysis, what is data science? What are the areas? What are the areas? The next applications where this data science is used. All this I'll be taking during that particular session. Okay, this is all part of the data science. Afterwards, if you take, I will be again considering the machine learning. After the data science, I will discuss about the machine learning. What is actually a machine learning? What is machine learning? Why machine learning is useful? What are the algorithms? What are the history of this machine learning? Where it actually started? See this. No human intervention. Main purpose of this machine is no human intervention. So you write a code. See this. Training and testing. Training the data and testing this data on the trained data. See, this is a linear graph, which are actually near to the linear graph. We'll consider that linear graph testing trained area, observed and unobserved areas. So, what is the performance? What are the different type of algorithms? So, see, we are having supervised, unsupervised, and semi-supervised algorithms. In this prediction model, the next regression model will become part of the supervised learning. And in unsupervised, you are having the probability distribution, clustering, all these machine learning techniques that are actually available. Okay, everything will teach to the students one after the other, and whatever the data sets that we are going to give to the students, okay, will ensure them to make all these predictions with support of you. Okay, this is all we are going to discuss about the machine learning. Machine learning, if you take semi-supervised, supervised learning. What is supervised learning? What is unsupervised learning? See this face detection, object detection, image sensation, multimedia detection, economical and commercial usage. Different areas we are actually going to do the right. I have even shared some examples also. Those examples also we are going to share to the students, and we'll be sharing the same to you also, so that both will not both actually, to make this program a successful journey for everyone. We need to myself the next, and who are all there, okay, the mentors of data analysts, analytics team, then students. All these three should be in a linear regression line. Then only we can make this program a successful. At the end of the day, if students are happy in learning something, that will make us more happy. Will you all guys accept me teaching and you teaching them? Okay, you will also be happy when your student comes and tell you that, sir, ma'am, I got a job in this particular organization. Thanks for all your support all these days. And if they remember you, simple example, as I told in my yesterday's class. Okay, at the age of 70 or 70, 75 also, Abdul Kalam sir, he is taking only one name, Subramanian Iyer. He is a teacher who actually made his career, right? Like that, you are the people, you are the mentors who are actually making your students' life better. Teaching by learning, learning by teaching. Yes, yes. It is not like 1970s and 1980s education. Now education also completely changed. In 1970s, 1980s till 1990s, we used to have only one maths textbook. We used to have one English, one Hindi textbook, or one science textbook. Okay, whatever I studied, my sister studied. Afterwards, my brother also studied. Afterwards, my relatives also studied with the same textbooks. Now it is not like that. Mathematics, whatever I have learned, okay, in my schooling days, it has completely changed now. Teachers now coming with different techniques, whether it is addition or whether it is subtraction, multiplication, fractions, okay, everything they are coming up with new techniques, and they are teaching their students with new techniques. So now what happened is, for teachers or for the mentors also, okay, learning become a mandatory. Second thing is, now we have so many options like Google and and even chatbot. If a student, if a student, he is coming up with more analysis than teachers, than the mentors in schools. I am actually finding that they are actually going to chat gpt, and happily they are searching their questions, and they are writing the answers, are searching the max questions, and they are writing the answers, right? Now, like Uday sir mentioned, we are also every day, see, learning. Life is like that only, learning. Every day we'll be learning, whether it is subject or with respect to life, we'll be learning new thing in life. And as a mentors, it is our responsibility to share. whatever we learn, we'll be sharing to the society. Giving back to the society, it means like giving back to the society and making our next generation better than what we are actually. So now in machine learning, these are the different techniques I am actually going to teach. Supervised learning. In that supervised learning, whatever algorithms are there, those algorithms. Unsupervised learning, semi-supervised learning. In those, what are the different algorithms? So we'll be taking the data sets, and those data sets will be using will be making students know for which type of data set, which type of analysis you actually need to do. And okay, do you guys, sorry, do you mentors want any 5 minutes or 10-minute break? Because you can have a 5-minute break. 12:15 Nagarajan sir is going to take the session. And I just want to get some inputs from you all about the machine learning, your own experiences, or about Excel, your own experiences, because I could able to see you all are having more and more, and some are even doctorates also. Can you share your experiences also, please, in the chat, which can be useful for me as well as for all the other mentors in the next 7 minutes. Thank you, sir. Definitely, I'll be sharing all the knowledge I have acquired. From my side, I'll give my 100%. Thank you, Malti ma'am. So after Nagarajan's session, we will go for a lunch break. 45 minutes Nagarajan sir will take. Post which, no? Yes, sir. Post which I'll be sharing this. What is difference between ML and data science? Just a minute, please. Just a minute. Actually, we cannot actually derive difference between. I think someone is on. Actually, we cannot make We cannot derive machine learning and data science. Actually, we can derive data science with the data analysis. Okay, when you take the data analysis and in real time scenario also, data analyst is different, business analyst is different, data scientist is different. Okay, if you take any data scientist, no, they'll be working more on the machine learning tools. They'll be working on artificial related tools, the statistics, the next mathematical things. Okay, so their scope will be in this particular line. Data analyst, no, data analyst role is they will get the data and they will try to analyze only that particular data using some visualization techniques. Like that, we can actually derive a difference between data scientist and a data analyst. We are having something like a data engineer, data analyst, data scientist. Data engineer means those who work on the coding and other stuff. Data scientist is a person who actually analyze the data. Sorry, who actually need to have all the skills like statistics, mathematical, the next domain expertise, artificial intelligence related stuff. All these are the requirements for becoming a data scientist. For data analyst, data visualization tools, SQL. Then next, because they need to work on only the data, they need to have experience in Excel. They need to have experience in SQL. They need to have experience in any of the data visualization tool for becoming a data analyst. And again, when you take the data analyst, there is there is, see, people will interchange the words like data analyst, business analyst, data analyst and business analyst. Again, business analyst is different, data analyst is different. Data analyst will work only on that particular data. Business analyst scope is completely different. He need to have the business understanding, complete understanding on that particular business. He need to interact with the client for getting requirements. So that is the scope of business analyst. Data analyst will work on that particular data. Is my explanation clear? Who asked this actually? Sorry, someone asked that question. I missed out their name. Very clear. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Vijay Raghavan. Thank you. Next post lunch, I'll be showing how to access the Python, and in Python, what are the topics that I am going to cover. Okay, and when I am going to cover this Python, I'll be covering the topics which are confined to the machine learning. Mostly, I'll be focusing on the topics which are confined to machine learning, not the OOPS concepts. Ganesh, Ganesh?
Okay,
Sir,
I'm
yes,
back.
Yeah, yeah. Nagarajan sir is asking to make a co-host.
Yes, I got it. Ram.
Okay, okay, sir.
So just to have a, where are we now, Ram? Till what topics we have covered?
Sir, I have covered, yesterday I have covered week 1 to week 4. Now I have covered week 6, means introduction of AI, significance of data science, data science. Post lunch, I'll be covering the Python topics. Python, the next Excel. In
Okay,
Excel, how
what
to use.
about the different industry data sets? Any explanations you have given, like CRM, HR, etc.?
No, sir, no,
Okay,
sir.
all right, I'm good. Okay, I will give that now.
Yeah, yeah, you are going to give that. That's the reason I have given the fifth part.
Sure. Thank
Okay,
you,
sir,
Ram.
I'm making myself mute.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, sir.
I'm sharing my content now. Let me just share my screen. This is the item CRM, HR, ERP, eCom datasets visualizations. Typically, what happens is when a cricket player plays or a badminton player is actually practicing for competitions, it is suggested that they also see the match of others. They have to watch other matches closely, understand what mistakes people did. So it's like seeing other items. Now, let me just stop the screen once again and then come back. Here for data analytics, we have to see a variety of data sets as samples. Did you show any sites yesterday, Ram, for sample data sets so far or not yet? Any sample sites have been shown to faculty?
No, sir. No,
Okay,
sir.
fine. Okay. I am once again sharing the screen. Okay. Now, if you go to, for an example, Department of Labor, USA. Okay. Most of the developed countries, the data is, they collect data very frequently and based on that they take the decisions. When I say DOL, Department of Labor, USA, and you see something like statistics over here. I click here. If you see here, business costs, demographics, employment and unemployment. If I click this employment and unemployment, now this is the national employment data, state level employment data, unemployment data, mass layoff statistics, everything. Okay. Whoever has claimed unemployment insurance, these are all real-time data the government is maintaining. If I click here on the national employment data, okay, and you can also download a lot of statistics from here. Okay, you can say current employment statistics. If you say current employment statistics, databases and interactive. If I say analytical tables, let us see whether they are displaying. Okay, table 1, table 2, table 3. Now let me click one of these things. Okay. Employment XLS data. They have given the XLS data. If you look here, let me increase the font size. These are all updated April 2024 to May 2024. This is updated at the end of May 2024. And you could see here the number in thousands, right? Total non-farm sector. Okay. I think let me select the whole thing and then say, oh, I'm not label editing. Let me increase the font size. Right. Non-farm sector 645,000. Right. It is again a change. What they have done is the change that has been done. Goods producing sector, service producing sector, mining and logging sector. Within that, oil and gas, coal mining, metal ore mining. When you say minus, that means the employment has been reduced over here, right? Construction, manufacturing. Within manufacturing, durable goods, wood product manufacturing, right? Primary metal manufacturing, audio, non-durable goods, foods, trade, transportation and utilities, textile, paper manufacturing, retail road. If you look at this, the entire data, financial sector, remediation sector, private education and healthcare sector, mental sector, government sector, this is like a complete statistics of what is happening in the country, right? You could see all the data right here. I think this is the website, it is wrong. It is updated in 2024. You can see a whole variety of information right here in this site. And it is also graphically presented. Non-farm sector employment change, whether it has improved or not. The last is 3 months, what has happened, right? Everything they have published black and white. You can go here and then look at this. Each month CEA surveys these many businesses and these many individual work sites. They get the complete data. Okay. And now they say payroll employment increases by 272,000. That means 2.72 lakhs has increased. Unemployment rate is little at 4% unemployment. And they update it on a regular basis every week or even every month. This is just one part of this. If you go to interactive charts, it's a whole lot of charts that are available. Suppose civilian unemployment rate in the United States. What is the civilian unemployment state? Everything is, and if you click on the table, they give all the details. Why should a government do like this? Because this is the way, right? Somebody is asking a question. Is this chart available in India, right? So this is, I'm just showing for the US. Now in India, there is something called data.gov.in. If you go to data.gov.in, though I won't say it is updated on a very, very frequent basis as it is being done in the US, the direction is set. The direction is set in such a way that all the data, economy data, education data, everything will be captured in real time. That is the ideal, right? That is the aim. But slowly it is improving. Okay. If I go to labor and employment, right? Labor, welfare force, healthcare, right? Himachal Pradesh abstract labor employment. But if you really go into this, if it says 387 sources, Why should we see? Because very difficult to get real-time data, but these real-time data are already available. Okay. Employee state insurance scheme, medical service. If I click on that, I get into that, but it may not be updated by May or June, whatever. Data, right? Updated on 2022. It might not have been updated in real time. But what government is insisting is every state and every central government agency to update data as quickly as possible. We are lagging behind by years. Okay, we are supposed to be as on last month, but we are behind by two. Some data may be 2 years, some data may be latest also, right? It's not like every data is 2 years old. It's about different data sets will have different age here. So you go to sector, every single sector is captured over here. If I go to agriculture over here, crop wise grass irrigated area in Punjab. If you click on it, let it load. See, this is updated in May 2024. District wise grass irrigated area Punjab under Bajra crop, right? Again, this is updated on this date. But some data is updated only in 2020. It will ask you to log in. It's a free login. You can do it. Why is this needed? Because unless the government has the data of what crop is being cultivated, they will not be in a position to procure. They will not be in a position to plan for such issues in terms of natural calamities. And if something happens bad, then you have to provide insurance. Then you nivaranam kudukanum. So India is slowly moving towards that side. We need to make sure that this data comes in real time from various agencies and then pushed over here. Okay, this is one. These are all real time data. You can also go to one more site, which is called Kaggle. If you go to Kaggle, Kaggle is a place where I want to have some data just to experiment the data. If you want to do that way, then you go to datasets in Kaggle. You can do a search. For example, insurance USA. You can do that. Health insurance coverage in USA. Past data from 1979 to 2019. How is it insured, right? A lot of information is available. These are all, again, some data may be real, some data may be non-real, but it will look like real. So this is a site where you can have sample data. For example, instead of insurance, if you go to, if you ask, for example, rainfall Argentina, I don't know whether data is there or not. Oh, it already is there. Record in millimeters of rain. 9 days ago, somebody updated, right? About this data set, they will say, what is this data set? What does it contain? Right? I mean, these are all some, I think, Spanish names they have given. This looks like lat long. This looks like millimeters or whatever. This looks like the place. And this is a date. And you can say what this data is all about. What is this data? What is this type? When it is updated, what is the size? What is this? You can get it download. You can log into this site. You can download it as a CSV file, open it through your Excel sheets. Right? Why is it required? These are all the data that we can use it for learning purposes. For students, they don't have to prepare any data. Data is already there. It is available in data.gov.in or it is available in Kaggle, right? So it is all available. One data which is already available, which is a perfect real-time data, is if you search for RBI BSR statistics. If you look for RBI BSR statistical returns, Reserve Bank of India basic statistical returns. This is accurate, perfect banking data. If you click on that, again, you can click on it. This is not again, whether it is extremely new or not, it is not there. Yeah, for insurance also, you can go to IRDA, you can get it. Oh, this is signed. It's 9th June. கரெக்டா நம்ம ஓபன் பண்ற அன்னைக்கு தான்ப்பா மூடி வச்சிருக்காங்க. அவங்களுக்கு எப்படி தெரியும் பாருங்களேன். 14th to 16 under maintenance போட்டான். புத்திசாலி. But if you go to, whenever you get time, go to basic statistical returns of RBI, it will have all the data. Okay. Databases on Indian economy. Everything is available under RBI site. Unfortunately, when I want to show it is under maintenance. Okay, sorry about that. This is one area you can get. If you want to search for insurance, again, IRDA sites is available. You can get the data from there. There are so many data sets already available. That apart. So for practice purposes, you don't have to think we have to prepare data. You don't have to prepare data. When it comes to data analytics, domain or industry data is key. Domain na enna? Textile is a domain. Agriculture is a domain. Government itself is a domain. It's a space. It's an industry by itself. Government healthcare, private healthcare, government healthcare, automotive, oil, energy, food processing, industry. Why should we do data analytics? Because industry wants the data or government wants the data based decisions. நம்ம எமோஷனலா ஒரு டிசிஷன் எடுக்கிறத காட்டிலும் டேட்டா பேஸ் பண்ணி எடுக்கிற டிசிஷன் பெட்டர். ஸோ இதுக்கு அந்த டொமைனை பத்தி தெரிஞ்சுக்கிறது நல்லது. ஒரு டொமைனை பத்தியே தெரியாம, அக்ரிகல்ச்சர் இண்டஸ்ட்ரியை பத்தியே தெரியாம நான் அக்ரிகல்ச்சர் டேட்டா அனலைஸ் பண்ணினேன்னு சொல்றதுல விஷயமே இல்லை. அது வந்து சத்தை விட்டுட்டு சக்கையை பிடிச்சிக்கிற மாதிரி. யூ ஹாவ் டு நோ தட் டொமைன். இதுல சில டொமைன்ஸ் ரொம்பவே இம்பார்ட்டன்ட். முக்கியமான டொமைன் என்னன்னாக்க சிஆர்எம். இது ஒரு ஏரியா. கஸ்டமர் ரிலேஷன்ஷிப் மேனேஜ். இது ஒரு இண்டஸ்ட்ரி கிடையாது, பட் இஸ் அ டிபார்ட்மெண்ட் இன் எவ்ரி இண்டஸ்ட்ரி. கஸ்டமர் இல்லாத எந்த இண்டஸ்ட்ரியுமே இருக்க முடியாது. அந்த கஸ்டமருக்கு ரிலேஷன்ஷிப் இல்லாம எந்த கம்பெனியும் பிசினஸை க்ரோ பண்ணவே முடியாது. This is common for all the industries. ஒரு சின்ன கடை, ஒரு செயின் ஸ்டோர்ஸ், நீலகிரி ஸ்டோர்ஸ் அல்லது ஸ்பென்சர்ஸ் பிளாசா, அது எதுன்னு இருந்தாலும் அதுக்கு ஒரு கஸ்டமர் ரிலேஷன்ஷிப். TVS as a company spread across India, they should have customer relationship. Ashok Leyland as a company, they should have customer relationship. Tata as a company, any bigger company or even a small company, CRM is important. இந்த CRMல என்ன 3 பார்ட் இருக்கு. ஒன்னு வந்து மார்க்கெட்டிங், இன்னொன்னு வந்து சேல்ஸ், இன்னொன்னு வந்து சப்போர்ட். இந்த 3 ஏரியாவும் இஸ் இம்பார்ட்டன்ட். இது நான் ஏன் சொல்றேன்னா, எந்த டொமைனை பத்தி தெரிஞ்சுக்கிட்டாலும் அந்த டொமைன் டேட்டாவை போடுறதுக்கு முன்னாடி அந்த டொமைன் என்ன, அந்த இண்டஸ்ட்ரி என்ன, அது என்ன பண்ணுது, அதுல முக்கியமான வேலை என்னன்னு அந்த டேட்டா அனலிஸ்ட் மஸ்ட் நோ. இது தெரியாம போனாக்க நம்ம கஸ்டமரை பத்தி நினைக்கவே மாட்டோம். இப்ப நான் ஒரு நிமிஷம் ஸ்கிரீனை ஸ்டாப் பண்ணிக்கிறேன். ஒரு சின்ன எக்ஸசைஸ் எல்லாருக்கும். கிரிக்கெட் அப்படிங்கிற கிரிக்கெட்னு சொன்னி மனசுல உங்களுக்கு ஃபர்ஸ்ட் என்ன வருது? டைப் பண்ணுங்க. அப்படி யோசிக்க மாட்டேன். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் டாப் ஆஃப் யுவர் மைண்ட் என்ன வருது? கிரிக்கெட்னு சொல்றேன், என்ன மனசுல வருது? ஐபிஎல், ஃபிக்சிங், தோனி, வேர்ல்டு கப், அப்புறம் வேற T20. கரெக்ட். சரி, இதெல்லாம் வந்துச்சு. நான் இப்போ வந்து ஐபிஎல்னா பிசினஸ், கூடி சீக்கிரம் அமெரிக்காவுக்கே ஒத்துருவோம் ஐபிஎல்ல. Now I say chocolate. What comes to your mind? Sweet, Cadbury's, good, dairy milk, வேற என்ன ஞாபகம் இருக்கு? டூத் டிகே, டேஸ்ட். கரெக்ட். அடுத்தது காஃபி, சாக்லேட்னா பர்த்டேயும் கரெக்ட். காஃபின்னு ஒன்று சன்ரைஸ், ஊட்டி, கரெக்ட். ப்ரூ, ஃப்ளேவர், ஃபில்டர், ரெஃப்ரெஷ். ஓகே. யாருக்கும் கும்பகோணம் டிகிரி காஃபிங்கிறது ஞாபகம் வரல? ஹைவே ஃபுல்லா அடிச்சு வச்சிருக்கிறாங்க. நவ் காஃபின்னு சொன்னது ஒருத்தருக்கு டாஃபி அப்படின்னு சொன்னாரு. குட். அடுத்த கேள்வி, ரயில்வே ஸ்டேஷன் என்ன ஞாபகம்? ரயில்வே ஸ்டேஷன், பிளாட்ஃபார்ம்ஸ், crowd, ட்ரெயின், சமோசா, சென்ட்ரல், வெயிட்டிங் டைம். அப்புறம் வேற என்ன ஞாபகம்? புக்கிங் ஆஃபீஸ், வாட்டர் பாட்டில், ட்ரெயின் நம்பர், டிராவல், பேசஞ்சர், பிளாட்ஃபார்ம் டிக்கெட், ஸ்டெப்ஸ், அனௌன்ஸ்மெண்ட்ஸ். கரெக்ட். நவ் இப்போ நீ யோசிச்சு பாருங்க. நான் அடுத்த இன்னொரு கேள்வி, டவுன் பஸ். பஸ் ஸ்டாண்ட் போறோம், டவுன் பஸ் இருக்கு. டவுன் பஸ்னா என்ன ஞாபகம்? இந்த ஆன்சர் இருந்தது. க்ரௌடு, ரஷ்ஷு, பஸ் ஸ்டேஷன், சீட் அவைலபிலிட்டி, ஸ்லோ. சி, காஃபின்னு சொன்ன போதோ சாக்லேட்னு சொன்ன போதோ ஒருத்தர் தான் வந்து டூத் டிகேன்னு ஒரு ப்ராப்ளத்தை சொன்னாங்க. ஆனா அதே மாதிரி ஐபிஎல்னு சொன்ன யாருமே ப்ராப்ளத்தையே சொல்லல. ஆனா டவுன் பஸ் அப்படின்னு சொன்ன உடனேயும் ஸ்லோ, சீட் அவைலபிலிட்டி, க்ரௌடு, ரஷ்ஷு, ரைட், இதுதான் மனசுக்கு வருது. ஏன்? இதுல ஒரு சட்டில் சைக்காலஜி இருக்கு. கிரிக்கெட்டை பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் நம்ம பாசிவ் கஸ்டமர். நீங்க இறங்கி விளையாடல, கிரவுண்ட்ல இறங்கி விளையாடினோம்னாக்க ஒரு நாள் ஃபுல்லா நிக்கணும் அல்லது ஹாஃப் அ டே நிக்கணும். அதுவே பயங்கரமான எக்ஸசைஸ். சாதாரணமா நினைச்சிட்டு இருக்கிறோம். வெயில்ல நிக்கணும், அந்த பர்ஃபெக்ஷன்ல இருக்கணும். ப்ரெஷர், அந்த பேட்ஸ்மேனுக்கு அந்த டெலிவர் பண்ணணும், அந்த பவுலருக்கு போகணும், அந்த ப்ரெஷர். நீங்க ஒரு பவுலரா இருந்திருந்தீங்கன்னா லாஸ்ட் பவுல் போடணும், 4 ரன் தான் கொடுக்கணும் அப்படின்னா உங்களுக்கு அந்த ப்ரெஷருங்கிறது மனசுல வரும். ஏன் வரல? நம்ம களத்துல இல்ல, வெளியில இருந்து பாக்குறோம். அதனால நமக்கு அந்த ப்ராப்ளம் தெரியல. யாரோ ஒருத்தர் சாக்லேட் சாப்பிட்டு டூத் டிகேய அனுபவப்பட்டிருக்காங்க, அவங்களுக்கு கரெக்டா ஞாபகம் வருது. நிறைய பேர் பஸ்ல வந்ததுனால, அதை எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் பண்ணிருக்கிறதுனால, ஆஸ் அன் ஆக்டிவ் கஸ்டமர், பாசிவ் கஸ்டமர் இல்ல, ஆக்டிவ் கஸ்டமரா இருந்ததுனால உங்களுக்கு மோர் ஸ்டேஜ், நின்று போகும், ஸ்லோவா போகும், க்ரௌட் இருக்கும், ரஷ் இருக்கும், சீட்டு கிடைக்காது, எல்லா ப்ராப்ளம். நல்லது சொன்னதை விட ப்ராப்ளம் ஜாஸ்தியா இருக்கு. ஏன்னா நீங்க அதுல ஆக்டிவ் கஸ்டமரா இருந்திருக்கீங்க அல்லது இருக்கீங்க. கஸ்டமருக்கு ஆல்வேஸ் ப்ராப்ளம் கண்ணுக்கு தெரியும், நல்லது ஃபர்ஸ்ட் கண்ணுக்கு தெரியாது. ஃபர்ஸ்ட் டீச்சர்ஸ் நாங்க வாத்தியார்னு சொல்லி தான் பழக்கம். இந்த இங்கிலீஷ் வாத்தியாருக்கு மட்டும் கரெக்டா ஸ்பெல்லிங் மிஸ்டேக், நம்ம 50 பக்கம் எழுதியிருந்தாலும் அந்த 50 பக்கத்துல எந்த லைன்ல எங்க ஸ்பெல்லிங் மிஸ்டேக் ஒன்று கரெக்டா ரெட்டிங் கலர் ஒரு சர்க்கிள் போட்டுருவாரு. பழக்கம். அந்த ப்ராப்ளம்ஸ் எங்க இருக்குங்கிறது கஸ்டமரா பார்த்தாதான் தெரியும். ஏன்னா அவன் தான் பணம் கொடுக்குறான். பணம் கொடுக்கும் பொழுது அதனுடைய பிரச்சனைகள் தெரியும். ஸோ கஸ்டமர் ஆக்டிங் லைக் அ கஸ்டமர்ங்கிறது ரொம்ப முக்கியமான ஒரு விஷயம். டேட்டா அனலிட்டிக்ஸ்க்கு என்னன்னாக்க நீங்க கஸ்டமராகவே மாறிடணும். கஸ்டமர் என்ன நினைப்பான், கஸ்டமர் என்ன ஃபீல் பண்ணுவான், கஸ்டமருக்கு என்ன ப்ராப்ளம் வரும், கஸ்டமருக்கு என்ன தேவை, கஸ்டமர் எதை பேஸ் பண்ணி டிசிஷன் எடுப்பான் அப்படின்னு நம்ம மனசுல தோணிடுச்சுனால் யூ கேன் ஷைன் இன் சாஃப்ட்வேர் அண்ட் பிசினஸ் அனலிட்டிக்ஸ். கஸ்டமர் இல்லாம ஓ நான் டெக்னாலஜி எனக்கு தெரியும்பா, நான் டெக்னாலஜியை வச்சுக்கிட்டு நான் உள்ள போக போனேன்னாக்க அது வேலைக்கு ஆகாது. டெக்னாலஜிங்கிறது ஜஸ்ட் ஒரு டூல். கஸ்டமர் தான் முக்கியம். மகாத்மா காந்தி ஒன்று சொல்லியிருப்பார், கஸ்டமரை எதுக்கு தேங்க் பண்ணணும்? We should be so thankful to the customer. Why? Because customer is giving a chance to us to service him. நம்ம கஸ்டமருக்கு நன்றி சொல்லணும்னாக்கா அவன் நமக்கு சான்ஸ் கொடுக்குறான். இதான் நம்ம டெக்னாலஜி நமக்கு தெரியுங்கிறதுனால அவன் நமக்கு ஒரு வாய்ப்பு கிடைக்கிறது கஸ்டமர்னால. டு ப்ரூவ் அவர் செல்ஃப் டு சர்வீஸ் ஹிம். அதனாலதான் கஸ்டமரை காடா மதிக்கணும். அதுவும் நீங்க கஸ்டமராகவே ஃபீல் பண்ணினீங்கன்னாக்க அவங்களுக்கு உண்டான ப்ராப்ளம் எல்லாம் தெரியும், அதை சால்வ் பண்ணி கொடுக்க முடியும். சால்வ் பண்ணி கொடுத்தா மோர் பிசினஸ் வரும். அவ்வளவுதான், வெரி சிம்பிள். ஆனால் இந்த கஸ்டமரை கொண்டு வரத்துக்கு பல விஷயங்கள் இருக்கு. ஒரு கஸ்டமர் நீங்க ஒரு கடை வைக்கணும் அப்படிங்கிறதுக்கு பல விஷயம் இருக்கு. நான் இப்ப ஸ்கிரீனை மறுபடியும் காமிக்கிறேன். மார்க்கெட்டிங்னா என்ன? அவன் நம்மள்ட்ட இது வரைக்கும் எந்த பொருளும் வாங்கல, எந்த சர்வீஸும் வாங்கல. அவனை அட்ராக்ட் பண்ண நம்ம பிராண்ட் அவனுக்கு பண்ணணும். உங்க மைண்ட்ல இப்ப காஃபின்னு சொன்னோனையும் ப்ரூ, சன்ரைஸ், அந்த பிராண்ட் உள்ள வந்து உட்காந்துச்சுல, அது சும்மா வரல. பிராண்ட் ரீகால் வரணும்னாக்க ஆடு கொடுக்கணும். இந்த ஆடு ஆன்லைனா இருக்கலாம், பிரிண்ட்ல இருக்கலாம், போஸ்டர்ஸா இருக்கலாம், ஃபிளெக்ஸா இருக்கலாம், எப்படி வேணா இருக்கலாம். இந்த பிராண்ட நம்ம மண்டைக்குள்ள கஸ்டமரை வாங்க, இது வரைக்கும் அவன்கிட்ட நம்மகிட்ட பொருள் வாங்கினா வாங்கல, அது வேற விஷயம். ஆனா அவன் மண்டைக்குள்ள இதை போட்டு வச்சிருக்கணும். அந்த பிராண்ட ஒருத்தனுக்கு உள்ள திணிக்கிறதுக்கு தான் விளம்பரம். மார்க்கெட்டிங் டிபார்ட்மெண்ட் ஃபுல்லாவே விளம்பரம். IPL நடக்க போறதுன்னு அதுக்கு 10 நாள் முன்னாடியிலேருந்தே பேண்ட் ஊத்துறான். ஸோ அந்த பிராண்ட உள்ள போட்டா தான் உங்ககிட்ட வந்து வாங்குவோம். மார்க்கெட்டிங் டிபார்ட்மெண்ட் பேப்பர்ல எப்படி ஆடு கொடுக்கணும், யாரை வச்சு ஆடு கொடுக்கணும், தோனியை வச்சு ஆடு கொடுக்கணுமா, ஆக்டர் வரணுமா, ஆக்ட்ரஸ் வரணுமா, எந்த கலர்ல வைக்கணும், எப்படி லைட்டிங் இருக்கணும், 5 செகண்ட் இருக்கணுமா, 10 செகண்ட் இருக்கணுமா, எந்த சேனல்ல காமிக்கணும், எந்த டயத்துல காமிக்கணும், பிரைம் டைம்ல காமிக்கணுமா, நீயா நானால காமிக்கணுமா, ரெகுலர்ல காமிக்கணுமா, இது பண்றதே பெரிய விஷயம். ப்ரோஷர் எப்படி அடிக்கணும், அந்த ப்ரோஷரோட கலர் எப்படி இருக்கணும், ஃபாண்ட் எப்படி இருக்கணும், அதுல என்ன கேப்ஷன் எழுதணும், ரைட்? ஆரோக்கியா பால் அப்படிங்கிறதுக்கு 4.5 பால்னு ஒரு பிராண்ட் வச்சாங்க. 4.5ன்னா என்ன, 4.5%ன்னா என்னப்பா அப்படின்னு கேட்டா நிறைய பேருக்கு தெரியாது. 95% தெரியாது. ஆனா அந்த பிராண்ட் வந்து உட்காந்துருச்சு தலையில. ஸோ மார்க்கெட்டிங் டிபார்ட்மெண்ட்னு ஒன்று இருக்கும். இந்த மார்க்கெட்டிங் டிபார்ட்மெண்ட் வில் டூ சோ மெனி திங்ஸ். கேம்பெயின் பண்ணும், கேம்ப் நடத்தும், ஒர்க் ஷாப் நடத்தும், செமினார் நடத்தும், அட்வர்டைஸ்மெண்ட் கொடுக்கும். இது ஃபுல்லா மார்க்கெட்டிங். சேல்ஸ்ல கஸ்டமர் வந்து கடைக்கு வந்துட்டாரு. கஸ்டமர் வந்து கடைக்கு வந்த உடனேயும் நம்ம சாம்பிள்ஸ் காமிக்கணும், ரைட்? கொட்டேஷன் கொடுக்கணும், நெகோஷியேட் பண்ணணும், ரைட்? அப்புறம் பர்ச்சேஸ் நடக்கணும், தென் கெட் மணி. இது ஃபுல்லா சேல்ஸ். ஒரு கஸ்டமர் உங்க பிராண்டை பார்த்துட்டு கார் டீலர், நீங்க சப்போஸ் கார் டீலர்ஷிப் வச்சிருக்கீங்க, உங்க கடைக்கு வந்துட்டாங்க. அந்த கார்லயே 4 மாடல் வச்சிருக்கீங்க. VX வேணுமா, LX வேணுமா, அல்லது மோட்டார் பைக்ல இது வேணுமா, அது வேணுமா, சார் இதையும் வச்சுங்க சார். விற்கிறாங்கல்ல, அந்த விற்கிற டெக்னிக். இப்ப வந்துட்டாங்க, கடையை விட்டு வெளியில போறதுக்கு முன்னாடி பைசா வாங்கிடணும். நாளைக்கு வந்து சொல்றேன்னா நாளைக்கு வராது. ஸோ சேல்ஸ் இஸ் ஆல்சோ வெரி இம்பார்ட்டன்ட். எந்த சேல்ஸ் பர்சன் பண்றான், எத்தனை மணிக்கு பண்றான், என்ன மாடலை ப்ரமோட் பண்றாங்க, அது ஃபுல்லா சேல்ஸ். சேல்ஸ் பண்ணிட்டோம், சப்போர்ட் இருக்கு சார், நாளைக்கு சர்வீஸ் இருக்கு, ஃபர்ஸ்ட் மந்த் சர்வீஸ், 6th மந்த் சர்வீஸ், 10th மந்த் 12th மந்த் சர்வீஸ், அப்புறம் ஒரு ரிப்பேர். இது மோட்டார் பைக் வித்தாலும் சரி, கார் வித்தாலும் சரி, ட்ரக் வித்தாலும் சரி, மைக்ரோவேவ் வித்தாலும் சரி, கம்ப்யூட்டர் வித்தாலும் சரி, மொபைல் வித்தாலும் சரி, ஆஃப்டர் சேல் சப்போர்ட் அப்படிங்கிறது ரொம்ப முக்கியம். இதுல என்ன பிரச்சனை, ஒண்ணு கஸ்டமருக்கு பிரச்சனை வரும், அந்த பிரச்சனை உங்கள்கிட்ட அப்ரோச் சொன்னோம்னா அதை சால்வ் பண்ணணும், ஆனா அதை ட்ராக் பண்ணணும். இன்னொன்னு ரெகுலர் சர்வீஸ் இருக்கும். அந்த ப்ராப்ளம் வரத்துக்கு முன்னாடியே நீங்க அந்த மோட்டார் பைக்கை சர்வீஸ் பண்ணி கொடுத்துட்டீங்கன்னா அந்த ப்ராப்ளம் வராது. ப்ரிவென்டிங் த ப்ராப்ளம் அண்ட் கரெக்டிங் த ப்ராப்ளம், இந்த ரெண்டும் தான் சப்போர்ட்ல நடக்குது. ஸோ இதுல எல்லாத்துலயுமே கஸ்டமர் தான் பிரதானம், கஸ்டமருக்கு தான் இம்பார்ட்டன்ஸ். இந்த மார்க்கெட்டிங், சேல்ஸ் அண்ட் சப்போர்ட்டுக்கு மட்டுமே தனி சாஃப்ட்வேர் இருக்கு. இதுல இருந்து கலெக்ட் பண்ற டேட்டாவை அனலைஸ் பண்றது தான் சிஆர்எம். இப்ப நான் ஒரு சின்ன ஒரு 2 minutes ஒரு எக்ஸசைஸ் எல்லாரும் பண்ணுவோம். நான் என்ன சொல்றேன்னாக்க, நீங்க ஒரு ஹோட்டல் வச்சிருக்கீங்க, இந்த ஹோட்டல்ல நல்லா எல்லாம் போகுதா, வியாபாரம் நல்லா நடக்குதா, கஸ்டமர் சாட்டிஸ்ஃபேக்ஷன் எப்படி நடக்குது அப்படின்னு நீங்க தான் ஓனர். இதுக்கு ஒரு மேனேஜர் இருக்கிறாரு, ஹோட்டல் மேனேஜர். மார்னிங் ஒருத்தர் இருப்பாரு, மார்னிங்ல ஒருத்தர் கல்லால உட்காருவாரு, மத்தியானம் ஒருத்தர் கல்லால உட்காருவாரு. சப்ளையர்ஸ் இருக்காங்க, குக் இருக்கிறாங்க, கஸ்டமர்ஸ் வராங்க. நீங்க அந்த ஹோட்டலுடைய ஓனரா இருந்தா எதை பேஸ் பண்ணி பிசினஸ் நல்லா போறது, எதை இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் இம்ப்ரூவ் பண்ணலாம்னு எந்த டேட்டாவை பேஸ் பண்ணி நீங்க செய்வீங்க? மேனேஜர்கிட்ட வந்து என்ன கேள்வி கேட்பீங்க, என்ன டேட்டா இருந்தா, என்ன ரிப்போர்ட் இருந்ததுனாக்க நீங்க ப்ராப்பர் டிசிஷனை எடுக்க முடியும், சேல்ஸை இம்ப்ரூவ் பண்ண முடியும். உங்களுக்கு தோன்றதை அப்படியே சாட்ல போடுங்க. இஃப் யூ ஆர் ரன்னிங், இமேஜின் தட் யூ ஆர் த ஓனர் ஆஃப் த ஹோட்டல் which has a capacity of 200 people at a time, and you need to know whether business is going in the right direction. Customer feedback, correct. கஸ்டமர் ஃபீட்பேக், கரெக்ட், அது ஓகே. கஸ்டமர் ஃபீட்பேக் கூட நல்லா இருக்கு சார், சாப்பாடு நல்லா இருக்கு சார் அப்படின்னு சொல்றாங்க. அப்புறம் வேற எந்த டேட்டா வச்சு நீங்க சேல்ஸ் இம்ப்ரூவ் பண்ண முடியும்? பட்ஜெட் ஃப்ரெண்ட்லி, குவாலிட்டி ஆஃப் த ஃபுட்டு, நம்பர் ஆஃப் டெய்லி கஸ்டமர்ஸ். இப்போ இந்த மாதிரி தான் ஐ எம் எக்ஸ்பெக்டிங். நம்பர் ஆஃப் டெய்லி கஸ்டமர், ஒரு நாளைக்கு எத்தனை பேர் வந்து சாப்பிட்றாங்க, அதுலேயும் ஸ்ப்ளிட் பண்ணுவோம். டிஃபன் டயத்தில் எத்தனை பேர் வராங்க, மீல்ஸ் டயத்தில் எத்தனை பேர் வராங்க, சாயங்காலம் டீ அந்த டயத்தில் எத்தனை பேர் வராங்க, நைட் எத்தனை பேர் வராங்க. நம்பர் ஆஃப் டெய்லி கஸ்டமர்ஸ். ஃபீட்பேக்லேயே உங்களுக்கு குவாலிட்டி ஆஃப் ஃபுட்டு தெரிஞ்சு போய்டும். அவன் நல்லா இருக்கு சார், சூப்பராக இருக்குன்னு சொல்லுவான், அல்லது இல்லை சார் கொஞ்சம் போன வாரம் இருந்த மாதிரி இல்லை சார் அப்படிம்பாங்க சில பேர். அப்புறம் வேற என்ன டேட்டா உங்களுக்கு இருந்ததுன்னா நீங்க இதை அசஸ் பண்ண முடியும். லெஸ் வெயிட்டிங் டைம், கரெக்ட். வந்து கூட்டம் கியூலியே நிற்குதா, டக்குன்னு போடுறோமா, கிடுகிடுன்னு சர்வீஸ் பண்றோமா, வர்றாங்க 30 நிமிஷத்துல டேபிள் காலி, அதுக்குள்ள சர்வீஸ் பண்ணி முடிச்சிடுவோம், கரெக்ட். அந்த ஒரு பாயிண்ட். அப்புறம் அதுக்கப்புறம் பார்சல் நம்பர்ஸ், எத்தனை பேர் வந்து சாப்பிட்றாங்க, எத்தனை பேர் பார்சல் வாங்கிட்டு போறாங்க, வெரைட்டிஸ் ஆஃப் ஃபுட், என்னென்ன வெரைட்டி நம்ம சப்ளை பண்றோம், அது இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் டீப்பா போங்க. அந்த வெரைட்டிஸ் ஆஃப் ஃபுட்ல இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் உள்ள போங்க. ஹாஸ்பிட்டாலிட்டி ஃபீட்பேக்ல வந்துடும், ஃப்ரெண்ட்லியா இருக்காங்களா, கடுப்பிடிக்கிறாங்களா. இந்த வெரைட்டிஸ் ஆஃப் ஃபுட்ல இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் டீப்பா போங்க. அதுல என்ன நம்பர் கொடுத்தா நீங்க வந்து நம்பர் ஆஃப் பார்சல்னு சொல்லிங்க, நம்பர் ஆஃப் கஸ்டமர்ஸ், ஆவரேஜ் வெயிட்டிங் டைம், இதெல்லாம் ஒரு நம்பர். யூ கேன் டிரான்ஸ்லேட் டு எ நம்பர். டேட்டா அனலிட்டிக்ஸ் ஃபுல்லாவே நம்பர் தான். ஐம்பது ஐட்டம் வைக்கிறோம், 50 ஐட்டத்துல எந்த ஐட்டம்ஸ் ஃபாஸ்டா மூவ் ஆகுது, காலம்பர டிஃபன்லயே ரைட் காலம்பரை இட்லி சாம்பார் தோசை பூரி சப்பா இதெல்லாம் இருக்குது. அதுல எது நிறைய போகுது? ஸோ எதுக்கு நான் நிறைய மாவு ரெடி பண்ணி வைக்கணும்? பொங்கலா நிறைய ரெடி பண்ணி வைக்கணுமா? மாவு ரெடி பண்ணி வைக்கணுமா? இட்லிக்கா தோசைக்கா? they have to think. இல்லைன்னா எல்லாத்தையும் ஒரே அளவு பண்ணினாலோ அல்லது ஒண்ணுத்த கூட பண்ணினாலோ எக்கச்சக்கமா பண்றோம், வேஸ்ட் ஆயிட்டும். வேஸ்ட் ஆனா லாஸ். எந்த ஐட்டம் ஃபாஸ்ட் மூவிங்? அப்புறம் இன்னொரு நம்பர் என்ன, வேற என்ன நம்பர்? நீங்க ஒரு நம்பர் கொடுத்தா நீங்க டைப்ஸ் ஆஃப் கஸ்டமர். என்ன மாதிரி கஸ்டமர் வர்றாங்க? இண்டிவிஜுவலா வர்றாங்களா, ஒரு 4 ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸா வராங்களா, காலேஜ் குரூப்பா வருதா, ஃபேமிலியா வருதா, ரைட்? இது என்ன மாதிரி வயசானவங்களா வர்றாங்க, எல்லாமே யங்ஸ்டர்ஸா வர்றாங்க. டைப்ஸ் ஆஃப் கஸ்டமர் இஸ் ஆல்சோ வெரி இம்பார்ட்டன்ட். அதுக்கேற்ற மாதிரி தான் நீங்க போடணும். கரெக்ட். அப்புறம் வேற என்ன? ஹோட்டல் ஷுட் பி இன் பிஸி ஏரியா. ஓகே, அதெல்லாம் நீங்க பண்ணி வச்சு ஹோட்டல் இருக்கு, உங்களுக்கு ஹோட்டல் வச்சுட்டீங்க, வச்சு நடக்குது ஹோட்டல். இப்போதைக்கு எப்படி மெயின்டைன் பண்ண போறோம் அதான் நான் கேட்கறேன். another very good one, பார்க்கிங் அவைலபிலிட்டி. ஹோட்டல்ல கூட்டமா இருக்கு, பார்க்கிங்கே இல்ல, டக்குன்னு வண்டி திருப்பிட்டு வேற எங்கேயோ போயிடுவாங்க. எக்ஸாக்ட். சி, இதெல்லாம் சின்ன சின்ன பாயிண்ட் நினைப்போம். நீங்க இப்ப வந்து ஓனரா யோசிக்கிறீங்க. உங்களை வந்து நான் திடீர்னு ஒரு பெரிய ஹோட்டல் வச்சு கொடுத்துட்டேன், ஒரு 50 லட்சம் ரூபாய்க்கு ஹோட்டல் வச்சு கொடுத்துட்டேன், தேங்க் பண்ணுங்க என்ன. ஸோ ஒரு சின்ன சின்ன விஷயமும் இஸ் இம்பார்ட்டன்ட். ஏன்னா நீங்க இப்ப அந்த ஓனரா யோசிக்கிறீங்க, அந்த கஸ்டமர் அங்க வந்து சாப்பிட்ற கஸ்டமராகவும் யோசிக்கணும், அங்க இருக்கிற ஓனராகவும் பிசினஸ் ஓனராகவும் யோசிச்சோம்னாக்க நமக்கு ஃபைனஸ்ட் பாயிண்ட், அதுல மைன்யூட் பாயிண்ட் எல்லாம் நமக்கு தெரியும். டேட்டா அனலிட்டிக்ஸ்க்கு இதெல்லாம் ரொம்ப முக்கியம். இதுக்கு முன்னாடி நான் அடுத்து இந்த சிஆர்எம்ல இருந்து அடுத்ததுக்கு போறதுக்கு முன்னாடி, ஏன்னா இந்த சிஆர்எம் இருக்கு இல்லையா, இந்த சிஆர்எம் தான் எல்லாத்துக்குமே ரிலேஷன்ஷிப் தான். அது ஹாஸ்பிட்டல் ஆகட்டும், எங்க போனாலும் அந்த டெய்லி ஸ்பெஷல் டிஷ் அப்படின்னு சொல்றாங்க. எனக்கு நல்லா ஞாபகம் இருக்குது, எங்க டாக்டர் வந்து ஸ்கூல்ல படிக்கும்போது அந்த ஸ்கூல்லயே ஒரு கேன்டீன் உண்டு, அதில் டெய்லி ஐட்டம்ஸ்லாம் போடுவாங்க. ஆனா அந்த பிரெட்டும் சன்னாவும் போடுற ஐட்டம் மட்டும் வீட்டில் நீங்க பேக் பண்ணாத அப்படின்றவாங்க. பிரெட் சென்னா அன்னைக்கு போனீங்கன்னா ஸ்கூல் வாசல்ல பெரிய ஒரு மேளா மாதிரி நடக்கும். அதே அந்த ஒரு டிஷ் வந்து அந்த கேன்டீன்ல அன்னைக்கு பயங்கரமா மூவ் ஆகும். ஸோ சில இடங்களுக்கு சில ஸ்பெஷாலிட்டி வரும், எல்லா டிஷ்ஷுமே ஒரே மாதிரி மூவ் ஆகும் சொல்ல முடியாது. ஆனா அந்த டேட்டா தெரிஞ்சிச்சுன்னா யூ கேன் மேக் ஒண்டர்ஸ். இட் இஸ் ஆல் கால்ட் இன்ஃபார்ம்டு டிசிஷன்ஸ். டேட்டா இன்ஃபார்ம்டு டிசிஷன்ஸ். எமோஷனலா எடுக்கிறதுக்கு பதிலாக கரெக்டான டிசிஷன் எடுக்கணும். அதுக்கு முன்னாடி இன்னொரு ஒரு சின்ன ஸ்டோரி. பிளிப்கார்ட் இருந்துச்சு இல்லையா, பிளிப்கார்ட் எப்படி ஆரம்பிச்சாங்க? பன்சல் இருக்கார் இல்லையா, பென்னி பன்சலா பேரு, அவங்க எப்படி ஆரம்பிச்சாங்க தெரியுமா? அந்த ஸ்டோரியா இருக்கான்னு தெரியுமா? இதுதான் டேட்டாவுடைய பவர். இன்னைக்கு பிளிப்கார்ட் மிகப்பெரிய நிறுவனம். அமேசான், பிளிப்கார்ட் இந்த ரெண்டும் தான் நீ இந்தியாவில் போட்டி போட்டுட்டு. இவங்க 2 பேரும் அந்த ஃபவுண்டர்ஸ்லாம் முன்னாடி அமேசான்ல தான் ஒர்க் பண்ணாங்க. இந்தியாவில் அமேசான் ஆரம்பிச்சாங்க, அதுல ஒர்க் பண்ணினாங்க. அதுல என்ன ஆகுது, வெப்சைட்டுக்கு வர்றாங்க, ப்ராடக்டை சர்ச் பண்றான், ப்ராடக்டை சர்ச் பண்ணிட்டு ஒரு இடத்துக்கு போறான், டீட்டெயில்ஸ் பார்க்குறான், கார்ட்லையும் ஆட் பண்ணிட்டான். ஆஃப்டர் ஆடிங் டு த கார்ட் இஸ் நாட் பர்ச்சேசிங், விட்டுட்டு அப்படியே போயிடும். இது எப்படி தெரியும்? How will you know that such a thing can happen? இதுல எத்தனை பேர் கூகுள் அனலிட்டிக்ஸ் பார்த்திருக்கீங்க? Anybody has seen Google Analytics before? கை தூக்குங்க பாப்போம். கூகுள் அனலிட்டிக்ஸ் பார்த்துருந்தீங்கன்னா கை தூக்குங்க. ஓகே, நிறைய பேர் பார்த்துருக்காங்க. சில பேர் நிறைய பேர் பார்க்கலன்னு சொல்றாங்க, நிறைய பேர் பார்த்துருக்கேன்னு சொல்றாங்க. நான் I'll just show you. Okay, I'll show you Google Analytics. ஏன் இப்படி வருது? கூகுள் அனலிட்டிக்ஸ்ல போனோம்னாக்க openmentor.net இதுதான் எங்களுடைய சைட், எங்களுடைய ட்ரஸ்டினுடைய சைட். we are the partners for நான் முதல்வன். இதுல நாங்க என்ன செய்யறோம்னாக்க இங்க பார்த்தோம், இது எல்லா சைட்லயும் இருக்கு. லாஸ்ட் 30 நாளைக்கு எத்தனை பேர் சைட்டுக்கு வந்திருக்கான் பார்த்தோம்னா கிராஃப் போட்டு கிளீனா கொடுத்துட்டான். என்னைக்கு ஹிட் நிறைய போயிருக்குது, எத்தனை யூசர்ஸ் வந்திருக்கிறாங்க, இது எல்லாமே 152 யூசர்ஸ் யூனிக் யூசர்ஸ் வந்திருக்கிறாங்க. இப்ப நீங்க ஒண்ணு பண்ணுங்க, உங்க மொபைல்ல இருந்து எல்லாருமே just go to www.openmentor.net. நீங்க ஜஸ்ட் உங்க browser ஓபன் பண்ணி நீங்க போங்களேன். you just get in, access this site www.openmentor.net openmentor.net. thanks for நான் முதல்வன் for accepting us as a CSR partner. நீங்க www.openmentor.net உள்ள போங்க. just get in. நம்ம இங்க இருந்து ஒரு we can watch. போயிட்டீங்களா? எத்தனை பேருக்கு ஆக்சஸ் ஆகிக்குது வரைக்கும்? இந்த சைட் வரும், இதுதான் வரும். you will get this site. வந்துருச்சா? இந்த சைட் லோட் ஆகும். இந்த சைட்டுக்குள்ள போனோம்னாக்க நீங்க எத்தனை பேர் வரீங்கன்னு இவன் ட்ராக் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கான், கூகுள் ட்ராக் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கான். இந்த சைட்டுக்கு எந்த கண்ட்ரியில இருந்து எத்தனை பேர் வராங்க, எந்த பேஜுக்கு வர்றாங்க, அபவுட் போறீங்களா, கல்வி சக்திக்கு போறீங்களா, கான்டாக்ட் போறீங்களா, அப்ஸ்கில்க்கு போறீங்களா, எல்லாம் அங்க வந்துடும். இங்க பாருங்க, ஒரு மினிட் இங்க அப்டேட் பண்ணிட்டே வருவான். ரியல் டைம் கோயம்புத்தூர்ல இருந்து ஒருத்தர் ஆக்சஸ் பண்ணிருக்கிறாரு. அது சமயத்துல ஐபி அட்ரஸ் கோயம்புத்தூர் நம்ம மார்க் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோம், அதுல இருந்து கூட வரும். 2 பேர் 3 பேர் இப்ப அப்டேட் ஆகுது. ஏன்னா நீங்க ஆக்சஸ் பண்ணணும், இது அப்டேட் ஆகுது கொஞ்சம் லேட் ஆகும். நான் ரியல் டைம்ல உட்காந்து பார்க்கலாம், எங்க இருந்து யார் ஆக்சஸ் பண்றாங்கிறது தெளிவா தெரியும். இவன் எல்லாத்தையும் சொல்லிடுவான், எந்த சர்ச் என்ஜின் மூலமா வந்தாங்க, எந்த பேஜுக்கு வந்தாங்க, கம்ப்ளீட் விஷயத்த இவன் சொல்லிடுவான். என்கேஜ்மெண்ட்டுக்கு உள்ள போறோம், ஓவர்வியூன்னு சொன்னோம்னாக்க எத்தனை பேர் சைட்டுக்குள்ள வந்தானா ஆவரேஜா 46 செகண்ட் உள்ள இருக்கிறான் சொல்லிடுவாங்க. அதுல எந்த பேஜுக்கு நிறைய பேர் வந்திருக்கிறாங்க அது எல்லாத்தையும் சொல்லிடுவோம். என்ன ஈவெண்ட் கிளிக் பண்ணிருக்கானா பண்ணலையா அதையும் சொல்லிடுவோம். நம்மளுடைய சைட்டுல ரைட் இங்க அக்விசிஷனுக்கு போறோம், ஓவர்வியூ கிளிக் பண்றேன். இங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னாக்க 11 யூசர் இது வரைக்கும் லாஸ்ட் 30 மினிட்ஸ்ல ஆக்சஸ் பண்ணிருக்காங்க. இங்க அப்டேட் ஆகும், கொஞ்சம் கொஞ்சமா அப்டேட் ஆகும். சர்ச் என்ஜின் மூலமா வந்தவங்க எத்தனை பேர், டைரக்டா வந்தவங்க எத்தனை பேர், எல்லாத்தையும் சொல்லிடுவோம். எந்த கண்ட்ரில இருந்து வந்திருக்காங்கன்னு சொல்லிடுவோம். இதெல்லாம் ஏன் கொடுக்குறாமோ, பிகாஸ் கூகுள்ல இருந்து ஒரு டேக் உள்ள தூக்கி போட்டுட்டோம்னாக்க இவன் எல்லா இன்ஃபர்மேஷனும் இங்க கொண்டு வந்துடும். இவன் ஏன் இப்படி கொண்டு வரான் அப்படின்னாக்க யூசர் அட்ரிபியூட்ஸ் வேற வச்சிருக்காங்க பாருங்க, டெமோகிராபிக் டீடைல்ஸ், டெக்னாலஜி, இது இன்னும் முக்கியம். டெக்னாலஜிக்குள்ள போய் பார்த்தோம்னாக்க எத்தனை பேர் 13 பேர் ஆக்சஸ் பண்ணியிருக்கிறாங்க, எத்தனை பேர் வெப் மூலமா வந்திருக்கிறாங்க, ஆண்ட்ராய்ட்ல எத்தனை பேர் வந்திருக்கான், மேக்ல இருந்து எத்தனை பேர் வந்திருக்கான், லைனக்ஸ்ல இருந்து எத்தனை பேர் வந்திருக்கான், டெஸ்க்டாப் மொபைல் டேப்லெட்ல இருந்து எத்தனை பேர் வந்திருக்காங்க, குரோம் எத்தனை பேர் யூஸ் பண்றான், சஃபாரி எத்தனை பேர் யூஸ் பண்றான், எல்லாத்தையும் ஸ்கிரீன் ரெசல்யூஷன் என்னென்னத்துல இருந்து வந்திருக்கான் எல்லாத்தையும் கொடுத்துடலாம். இதுதான் டேட்டா. கூகுள் ஏன் பவர்ஃபுல்னா உலகத்துல இருக்கிற எத்தனை எல்லா பேரும் எந்த வெப்சைட்டை எப்படி ஆக்சஸ் பண்றான் அப்படிங்கறதெல்லாம் ரைட் இவன் வச்சிருக்கிறான். இந்த பென்னி பென்ஸ் எல்லாம் உட்காந்துட்டு இதை பார்க்கும்போது என்னப்பா இந்த எந்தெந்த பேஜுக்கு வராங்கிறது கிளியரா சொல்லு. நான் ஸ்க்ரீனை ஸ்டாப் பண்ணிக்கிறேன். கூகுள் அனலிட்டிக்ஸ் இன்ட்ரெஸ்டிங்கா இருக்கா? இன்ட்ரெஸ்டிங்கா இருந்ததுன்னா கை தூக்குங்க பார்ப்போம். Do you think Google Analytics is interesting for those people who have seen it for first time? உலகத்துல இருக்கிற மில்லியன்ஸ் ஆஃப் சைட்ஸுக்கு அவன் டேட்டா வச்சிட்டு இருக்கிறான். ஏன்னா அதனாலதான் அவன் பவர்ஃபுல். இவங்க பன்சல் என்ன பண்ணாங்க, ப்ரமோட்டர்ஸ் அமேசான்ல இருக்கும்போது பார்த்தாங்க, சைட்டுக்கு வரான், கார்ட் வரைக்கும் இருக்கான், பே பண்ண மாட்டேங்கிறான். என்னடா பே பண்ணலையேன்னு சொல்லிட்டு இவங்க சும்மா இல்ல, நேர போய் ஒரு 50-60 கஸ்டமரை மீட் பண்ணினான். ஐயா நீங்க வந்தீங்க, ஏன் வாங்கல? பிடிச்சிருக்கா? பிடிச்சிருக்கு. ஏன் வாங்கல? சார் என்கிட்ட கிரெடிட் கார்டு இல்லை. நீங்க கிரெடிட் கார்டு கேட்குறீங்க. அடுத்தவன்ட்ட போய் கேட்டான், கிரெடிட் கார்டு இல்லை. அடுத்தவன்ட்ட போய் கேட்டான், கிரெடிட் கார்டு இல்லை. வந்த 100 பேரும் ப்ராடக்ட் பிடிச்சிருக்கு வாங்கலைன்னா ஒரே காரணம் கிரெடிட் கார்டு இல்லை. என்ன பண்ணாங்க, ஒரு ஐடியா வந்துச்சு. புதுசா ஒரு கடையை போட்டாங்க, ஃப்ளிப்கார்ட்னு பேரு. புக்கு தான் வைத்தாங்க முதல்ல. என்ன பண்ணினாங்க, ஃபர்ஸ்ட் அவங்களுடைய டெக்னிக் யாருக்கா ஞாபகம் இருக்கா? முதல்ல ஃப்ளிப்கார்ட் ஆரம்பிச்ச டெக்னிக் யாருக்கா ஞாபகம் இருக்கா? கிளிக் ஆனதுக்கு கிரெடிட் கார்டு வேண்டாம், கேஷ் ஆன் டெலிவரி அப்படின்னு சொன்னாங்க. இதுதான் பவர் ஆஃப் டேட்டா. கஸ்டமர் வர்றான், அதை நான் ட்ராக் பண்ணிட்டேன், பார்த்துட்டேன், ஆனா வாங்கல, அதுவும் ஒரு டேட்டா. வாங்கலைங்கிறதும் ஒரு டேட்டா. எத்தனை பேர் ஹோட்டலுக்கு வந்து சாப்பிட்டாங்கிறது டேட்டா, வந்துட்டு எத்தனை பேர் திரும்பி போனாங்கிறதும் ஒரு டேட்டா. இவன் வந்துட்டு திரும்பி போனவங்களை பார்த்தான், கூட இருந்துச்சு. ஓ, திஸ் இஸ் த ப்ராப்ளம், I have to solve the problem. If I solve the problem, then I will get more business. உடனே கேஷ் ஆன் டெலிவரி அப்படின்னு ஒரு கான்செப்டை கொண்டு வந்தா வேலை முடிஞ்சு போச்சு. இன்னைக்கு $multi-billion கம்பெனி அது. இத்தனைக்கும் மூல காரணம் என்ன? வெப்சைட்டுக்கு வந்த டேட்டா, அந்த கஸ்டமரோட டேட்டா, அந்த கஸ்டமருடைய ஃபீட்பேக். இதுதான் அவனுக்கு $multi-billion கொடுத்ததே ஒழிய வெறும் டெக்னாலஜி மட்டும் கொடுக்கலை. அன்பார்ச்சுனேட்லி நம்ம கம்ப்யூட்டர் சயின்ஸ் படிச்ச மக்கள் எல்லாம் என்ன நினைச்சிட்டு இருவாங்கன்னாக்க, டெக்னாலஜி வச்சு எதை வேணா சாதிக்கலாம். டெக்னாலஜிங்கிறது ஒரு சின்ன விஷயம், ஹார்ட்லி 10% தான். இது 90% பிசினஸ் தான். அந்த அதுலயும் முக்கியம் கஸ்டமருடைய பெயின், கஸ்டமருடைய டேட்டா. அந்த ஒரு டேட்டா வச்சுட்டு he made $multi-billion. அதனாலதான் நான் சிஆர்எம் முதல்ல எடுத்துக்கிட்டேன். ஐ திங்க் இது இன்ட்ரெஸ்டிங்கா இருக்கா இந்த ஸ்டோரி? சச்சின், ஃபிளிப்கார்ட் ஸ்டோரி, வாஸ் இட் இன்ட்ரெஸ்டிங்? இஃப் சோ ப்ளீஸ் ரைஸ் யுவர் ஹேண்ட்ஸ். இதுதான் பவர் ஆஃப் டேட்டா. குட். ஸோ நான் லஞ்சுக்கு இப்போ நிறுத்திப்போம். லஞ்சுக்கு அப்புறம் நம்ம கண்டினியூ பண்ணிப்போம். ஸோ ஐ ஜஸ்ட் வாண்ட் டு கிவ் இண்டஸ்ட்ரி பர்ஸ்பெக்டிவ். இண்டஸ்ட்ரி எதை பேஸ் பண்ணி போறாங்க? ரொம்ப சிம்பிள், காசு லாபம், அதுதான் முக்கியம். நான் நேற்றுக்கு சொன்ன மாதிரி அகாடமியாவுக்கு வந்து நாலேஜ் முக்கியம், இங்க காசு முக்கியம், ரைட்? ஆனால் ஒண்ணு இல்லாம ஒண்ணு இருக்க முடியாது. பொருள் இல்லாதவருக்கு இந்த உலகம் கிடையாது. அதுவும் வேணும், அறிவும் வேணும், பொருளும் வேணும். இந்த ரெண்டும் கம்பைன் ஆச்சுன்னாக்க நம்ம வல்லரசு ஆயிடும். ரொம்ப சிம்பிள். எப்படி பிளிப்கார்ட் வந்து சின்ன கம்பெனியா இருந்து பெரிய ஆளா போனாலும் எவ்ரி கண்ட்ரி வில் டூ போத். நாலேஜும் வேணும், காசும் வேணும். இந்த ரெண்டும் இருந்ததுன்னாக்க வில் பி எக்ஸலிங். குட். ஸோ நான் இதோட நிறுத்திக்கிறேன். நம்ம லஞ்சுக்கு அப்புறம் ராம், யூ கேன் கண்டினியூ. தேங்க்ஸ் அலாட். again once again நான் முதல்வனுக்கு நன்றி. Glad to meet you all in this session for the second day. Thank you.
Hello everyone. Welcome back to our post-lunch session. Good afternoon, everyone. So in the morning, we have discussed about the real-time scenarios. Everyone were able to hear me, right? Can you please raise your hand? Yes. Yes. Thank you. Thank you all. So in the morning, I have explained about the credit card fraud example, the next customer segmentation, the next RFM model, and all these three scenarios, Nagarajan sir shared you with the real-time scenarios. I explained about the problem, and Nagarajan sir shared you with the real-time examples with the CRM model. The next, what are the websites where you can go and get the data for doing any analysis, right? And Nagarajan sir even explained what is the significance of data analysis, why we need to do data analysis, right? With the Flipkart example. So we have seen all this in our morning session, and even Nagarajan sir mentioned Kaggle, Kaggle.com. This is one of the websites where actually you can find so much data with respect to artificial intelligence. I'm sharing my screen. This is one of the key websites where you can find so many scenarios. See, in the morning I have explained the credit card fraud, right? See, credit card fraud. If you see the credit card fraud, almost 425 people, they have worked on this credit card fraud. If you click on any of this, no, if you see this, they have done, see, analysis, the packages, so many packages. And if you further come down, different type of analysis actually they have done. The correlation, they have used correlation, density plot, like this, every, see, RFC model, random forest classifier, confusion matrix, test, see, not fraud, fraud and not fraud. So this is called the confusion matrix. With this, they will try to assess, okay, how many are actually fraud and how many are not. This is a confusion matrix. Like this, they will try to do in this particular Kaggle website. They will, everyone who post their works, right? They will try to do many predictive models, and finally they will try to compare that predictive model. Okay, 1 minute, please. Sorry, my video was not on. Yes. So in this, everyone will work on the same data with their own analysis and with the predictive model, and finally they will come to a conclusion which model will work perfectly using this confusion matrix and other steps. Okay, what is the accuracy with that particular model? This is with one particular model. In the same way, if you want to go with the customer segmentation, whoever is interested, okay, whoever is interested in doing on their own, okay, then what they can do is they can go and they can find the files over here. They can take the file, see, with a clear explanation. Everyone will post with a clear explanation. See, yesterday I have mentioned, right? Whenever you are having data, in that particular data, they need to first try to find what are the null values in this. Not null. See here, not null is 2216. Means they are actually 2216 means around 24 records are null. In the same way, what are the other, see, other columns everywhere? No null values are there. In this only in income they are having null values. Like this, they will do. See here, total category, marriage status, together, single. For each and every step, okay, there is one particular function in Python by which we'll be doing the data cleaning. First is the data cleaning work. First is the data cleaning. Yesterday I have mentioned the biryani example, right? In the biryani also, the very step, once you arrange all these ingredients, very next step is what? Cleaning. Cleaning, right? Cleaning the vegetables, cleaning the rice, cleaning if you are using any other masala items, cleaning all those, and finally preparation of this biryani will start. In the same way, whatever the data that we get, very first step is cleaning the data. Otherwise, if you don't clean the data, what will happen? You will get incorrect results. Right? This is one website, and there is one more website that also you can actually look into, github.com. These two websites, Kaggle and GitHub websites, these two are knowledge knowledge sharing websites we can call. Here you will get the source files, you will get the solutions also. Someone, see, like this guy, someone will place his work, and they will update in GitHub or custom or in Kaggle, or nowadays some people are even uploading their data in LinkedIn also. Okay, as a professor, you also can share your knowledge in this GitHub or Kaggle. These are the two websites for sharing and for getting information also. Because everything what we are going to talk is with respect to data only. Data is the key. With the data only we'll be working. Now let us move into our next topic, that is data science and other things we have discussed. Now in Python, now I'll move to Python. In Python, Python is a programming language which is being used nowadays, which is being used by many for their machine learning. And Python is very easy. There are no standard hardcore rules need to follow while writing your Python code. Okay, there are no big commands over there. With simple English also you can write your code with basic Python related syntax. Okay, and major thing with the Python is everyone were giving their own libraries, and whatever your requirement is, based upon that you can bring your library and you can start working on that particular project. And in this particular Python, we will be covering something like what is Python and Python syntax. You are able to see my screen, right? I hope everyone were able to see my screen. Can you please raise your hand if you are able to see my screen? Okay, thank you all. Thank you. I think everyone were able to see my screen. So in this, I will be explaining I will start explaining the syntax Okay, what is actually the Python background? Python background where it can be actually used. Python can be used as a OOPS concepts along with OOPS concept, and Python with basic Python we will move to the machine learning tricks also based also, and we'll use some specific libraries when we are using for machine learning. Then next, what are the features? I'll be explaining what are the features of this particular Python. And if you see Python, who uses Python? Nowadays, all the organizations are using the Python because of its flexibility main. And whoever are using ML, the next, whoever are using the artificial intelligence more than any other tools, Python is the easiest tool for them to use. So most of the companies who are into ML and AI are using Python as their programming language. See, all these are different companies. Okay, and Python. See, if you see Python, it is there in 1989, created in 1989. Means very ahead of C++. I think C is created around 1970s or early 80s. But after that, this Python was built, but it came to popular in after machine learning and after starting usage of machine learning and artificial intelligence only. Now so many releases, there are so many releases. So more than that, we'll work on the syntax. What is the syntax of Python? How I can write a Python script? How to install Python? How to how I can use the collab directly for writing my Python code. So basic Python. Then next indentations and other things. All these syntax related I'll be explaining. Then next indentation. So one after the other indentation. Then next Python code. Like that, I will be explaining one after the other each and every first the syntax, afterwards the type of this Python, the next control flow operators, how to use greater than less than symbols, then next if and else functions, then classes that are there in Python. Okay, tools that are being used in this Python. I will just open a Python script. See, all these are different type of Pythons. Let me try to see this Python 1 minute. See, in this we can start using the Python when we want to write any of the Python script. First step is need to bring these libraries into the system. Pandas, the next NumPy, every library has its own purpose. And next step, I will explain those what is the purpose of each and every library. So this is how we can actually write our Python code and creating a series. These are some of the functions. If I want to create any series, this is how I will be creating. So I will be explaining each, and if I want to create a data frame, or this is a data frame. If I want to create a data frame, how I'll be creating a data frame. See, data frame means a data, something like a database with some tables, uh, uh, database, or you can consider this as a table with rows and columns. Okay, so how I can create that? Then next, transpose, how I can do transpose of that. These are all the functions, data types. If you take what are the different type of data types which you are having in particular Python, sorry, in Python, all those I will be explaining one after the other. Let me try to see any other scenarios. See this one, pandas. Pandas and how to write a, see this one also. When I am explaining, I will try to explain the purpose of that particular thing. So creating a list, how I can create a list with the header. Okay, how I create a data frame with the header and the data types. See here, I am mentioning the data and the columns that I require and the flow and the data type. The D type is a function, and in this I will be mentioning what is the option that I am going to give. See here, for column 2 and column 3, I am giving the float option. So I have given over here. See, above also I have mentioned text 1415. So it came like text 1415. I have created a data set over here, and I am mentioning you that to create as a table. Then next it has created a table over here. Like this, there are so many examples. I will make them, I'll make the students to do one after the other before we actually move into the original machine learning. This is one example. I think this is same. See, this is Python class which in this, what are the Python variables, identify naming, all this. When I explain to the students, no, I will give this to them as a notes, so that no, it will be handy for them and also for you all mentors. Okay, the notes which I give, you can again clarify their doubts. These are some of the works that I have done. See, I will mention something same, I guess. This Python, all these are related to Python. 1 minute, we see this. See here, the keywords, different type of keywords. What are the different type of keywords? Different type of data types. Boolean, how to actually see here. I have not given anything 10 greater than 5. Automatically it has given it has given like a true. In C or some other language, you need to first define the variables as x and y. You need to give x, you need to give y. Afterwards, you need to write a command like if a is greater than b, then or if x is greater than y, then you make as true. Otherwise, you make as false. This is how we actually write our C code, right? But in Python C, I have not done anything. I have given only 10 greater than 5, 10 less than 5. You got the result. The same thing I can even see here. Here I have directly given the values. Here I am actually defining the variable. If I want, I can even define the variable as well, like this. So when I'm going to explain to the students, I'll be using the arithmetical operators. What are the arithmetical operators? How to access that? I will give this entire material. Along with this material, I will also give them the exercises, so that no, for the next class when they comes, they will work on those exercises. And like Nagarajan sir told, explained, we will not keep the examination at the end every 2 weeks. Okay, for those 2 weeks, whatever we have explained, we will keep the MCQ test. See here, logical operator, usage of logical operator, assigning a string, like that. I will be touching the very basic of of Python. Then afterwards, I will move slowly towards these pandas or the data frames or the NumPy before I switch into the machine learning. Okay. Can you please raise the hand? Is the whatever the approach that I am going to take, okay, is in sync with your approach generally you take for your students? Because why I'm specifically asking this question is, see, from these many days you have taken in one particular approach to the students, and if I suddenly come and if I start taking in a different approach, it will confuse them, it will confuse you, and the purpose of our this whatever the program we are actually doing will not be fulfilled. It is something like, yeah, once every government change, some new CM will come, new minister will come, and his approach will be different. So the whoever are there, IAS people, whoever are there, for them to sync with the management, with the minister, it will take time, right? But namaking another provision illa. We will be having only 12 weeks, 12 weeks of time. So I just want to know whatever the approach that I am explaining to you is in sync with whatever you are actually doing to your students. Can you please mention in chat? I want answer from many of the mentors, because எல்லாருக்கும் ஒரு approach இருக்கு, right? Just take 1 or 2 minutes, and please sincerely, I'm asking, please mention in the chat. Is the approach whatever I am actually going is in sync with whatever the approach you are actually currently following for your students? Last FDP we have studied about Python. Okay, sir. But in this particular FDP also, if you if you see this as per the week 6 program introduction to this, if I see basics of Python refresh will be there. Basics of whatever the Python is there, that refresh is there in this particular program also. So I will not go in depth of each and every what is what is what, but I will be definitely covering the basic of the Python before moving into my ML. Okay, I hope that my explanation or my flow is in sync with whatever you are actually currently following. Okay, next step is about this particular this Python. In Python, whatever I am explaining, I will pandas. See, if you take these pandas or NumPy, there is some purpose. Pandas will be used for. Can you mention in the chat, please? Pandas, NumPy. What is the purpose of that particular libraries? Yes, please. Pandas and numpys. Okay, so let me try to cover that. What is the purpose of the library and what libraries are very crucial for our or very important for our ML. See, they are more than 15, but they are some specific. See, for data processing and data modeling, there are some specific libraries. If you take NumPy, all these numerical related or array related things, whatever you are going to do, for that you will be using this particular NumPy as a library. See, NumPy is a perfect tool for scientific computing and performing basic array operations. Wherever you are going to do this array type of operations, there you will be operating with NumPy. See, mathematical operation, it helps to process arrays that store values of same data type and makes performing mathematical operations on arrays. This is the purpose of the NumPy. Okay, and what is the purpose of this pandas? This is very important. Wherever you want to go for two-dimensional data frames or relational data, for that particular thing you will go for this particular pandas. See, missing values, for finding missing values, for plotting the histogram, data wrangling. See, data wrangling or data manipulation or visualization. For all these, we will be using pandas as the main library. Okay, in the same way, you are having some other learn. This is another data science projects. Whoever are doing this data science related projects, no, they'll be using this learn. And in this, especially, it will be handy for classification. What type of classification we want to do? Then next, dimensional regression, clustering, wherever we are doing this data mining related clustering, regression, models, selecting any specific models. In these areas, we will be using this skitlearn library. Mostly used in all our machine learning related coding. The PyTorch. This is also another tool we'll be using. PyTorch. This is a framework for data scientists who want to do deep learning. In our program, we'll confine ourselves to machine learning only. But whoever want to do deep learning or those who want to do anything related to text, see this TensorFlow, this they can use. And this is another one for data visualization. For data analysis, we have seen this, right? SciPy, Pandas, NumPy, Keras. Keras also will not be in most of the scenarios will go with NumPy, Pandas, but these are the other libraries as well. And next comes the data visualization. In this particular data visualization, we will be mostly using this particular MATLAB for all the graphs, whatever is there. Whatever we want to do for this, we will be doing. And one more thing is Seaborn. Seaborn is also based upon this. In this, if you want to show any heat maps, you can show those heat maps and other type of, mainly for heat maps, statistical models. You will be using this Seaborn as another database, another library in the pandas. And this is also one more important, Plotly. This is also another web-based this, which will be using for your data visualization. And PyDot is there. These are all different type of libraries which will be using in our machine learning language, machine learning. And in this particular projects, like Nagarajan sir have mentioned, we will be working on different data sets. And data sets we can get from this particular place, Kaggle or GitHub. If you take this, or see now IPL. In the morning, Nagarajan sir asked about the IPL, right? IPL also, if you want to see IPL data set, IPL, just take this particular IPL. In this also, first step, what they will do is, first is bringing the data into the system. See here, importing libraries. As I have mentioned, they have imported all the libraries. And in this, as I told, they have imported NumPy, imported Pandas, imported this MATLAB, imported Seaborn. These three imported. Once data is imported, next step is bringing the CSV file into the system. Once CSV file is brought into the system, then next step is explanatory data analysis. In this particular explanatory data analysis, what they will do is, they will take the rows and columns, and they will try to do the initial summary of that particular data. See here, data cleaning, there are some null values in this particular city column. Num values are there. See, this is null of some. is null of sum. They have taken matches. The is null is a function which try to actually look for any null values in the system, and the sum, using this sum, doing the sum of the null values. So using this, what happened, you will get any blank values. If at all any blank values are there, okay, some blank values are there, those blank value records will come. Then next step is about the visualization thing. Using this Seaborn, they have actually made a, what is this chart? Yes, they have made a column chart from 2008 to 2000. This data is only up to 2019. So they have tried to make the number of matches that happened in between this particular season. See here, in between this particular season, how many matches are there? Okay, once that is done, number of matches won by which team? How many matches won by which team? See, that is as part of their requirement, they are actually making these particular visuals one after the other. These visuals we can make using our own Excel. We can make these visuals using Metabase. We can make these visuals using our Python as well. See here. See. And these particular type of scenarios is easily available for anyone to make analysis. See, if I ask anyone, okay, on Chepak pitch, batting first is best option or batting second is best option? Can anyone answer over here? On Chepak Stadium, batting first is best option or batting second? Batting second. Harini is saying batting second. Someone is saying batting first, batting first, batting first, batting second, batting first. But as per records, if we see, okay, batting first, most of them are saying batting first. But as per my understanding and as per the records, if it is a day and night match, batting second will be more beneficiary because of the Jew factor. Because of the Jew factor. So in Chepak Stadium, to my knowledge, batting second is the best option. Okay, on what basis we come to either batting first or second conclusion? Based upon the number of matches that played and based upon the number of matches won batting first or second, right? So this based upon this, whoever won the toss, they will predict, okay, if it is batting first, if I won the toss, batting first or batting second will be the best option. In the same way, in the morning, Nagarajan sir told about IPL, right? See, if one particular batsman is coming for batting, the opponent team will try to utilize one particular bowler for that batsman. Why? Because they will say, okay, for this particular batsman, he is very weak in this area. He is weak at spin, or he is weak at left arm spin bowler, or he is weak at if at all during 90s or during not 90s, even early 2000s or early 2000s, not in 90s, 2000s, when Saurav Ganguly used to come for batting at the later stages of career, people used to bring the fast bowler and they used to bowl to his ribs. One until that point, he was actually until someone identified that weakness, he used to call the Badsha of left side batting, right? Offside. But once they identify, someone identify, see in the morning also we discussed, one person will initiate with some particular logic and everyone start following. This same happened even with Saurav Ganguly also. Afterwards, whenever he comes for batting, anyhow, he used to come as opener or first down. Whenever he used to come for bowling, the fast bowlers always used to bowl on his ribs and most of the time he used to get out. So in this way, for every scenario, we will try to analyze. See, when he is a batsman, we'll try to analyze what is his weakness. If he is a bowler, we'll try to analyze what are his strengths. So if someone like Bumrah, if he bowls more Yorkers, what batsman will do? Batsman will stand out of his crease so that his Yorker length will become a full toss for him, and they can hit that for six. Like that, everything is analysis. For analysis, what they will do in this particular scenarios, all the videos they will watch using the artificial intelligence. They used to watch all the videos. Okay, this video one, video two, video three, video all 100 videos of most of the matches. So based upon that particular thing, they will try to identify what is his weakness. Once they found that weakness, they will start bowling on that particular place. Right. In the same way, once he found his once the batsman found that the bowlers found some weakness in him, he also used to counter that with his own strategies. Right. So for every scenario, if you take cricket or if you take any business or if you take any other scenario, medicine or anything, okay, they will be doing that analysis based upon the data. When they are using the data, this is the approach they will actually follow. See here, they will actually try to follow what is the maximum, what is the minimum, and matches. And for every project, see, these guys have taken some different concepts. Some other people will try to identify only the batsmen. See here, number of matches played in each stadium. See, Eden Gardens, how many matches played on Eden Gardens, and toss decision, 35% batting, 61% bowling, fielding. Toss decision to field or bat in each. See here, whoever win the toss, what is the option they have taken? Fielding, fielding, batting, fielding, batting. And this is for one particular season or one particular area. See, player of the match. Who is the player of the match? And how many runs he scored, all those details. He has restricted his data only to do only to do some analysis. Who is the top wickets, top bowling, the next number of matches won. Like that, I have mentioned right. You can take any of these notebooks and you can try to actually evaluate. This guy has taken this option, and for the same data, if you take some other guy, will do some other analysis. See, IPL player clusters with K means. This guy used some other approach. This guy used some, and from this only we can actually, if you want to make a practice, if you want to make a practice of any of the data sets, you can use this Kaggle or GitHub as the best option. See here, they are only looking for these only two entries, Bangalore. See, data, when you are doing data cleaning, we will be seeing this option also. See here, they have mentioned Bangalore, and here they have mentioned Bengaluru. Name got changed. So they need to, when they are doing the data cleaning, they need to make this Bengaluru and Bangalore as Bengaluru. Then only they will get the correct data. Otherwise, what will happen? This will become a one group by, and this will become another group by. All these will be explained one after the other when we are teaching to the students. This is how actually, this is a simple examples. These are some, see, MI versus CSK. This guy has done research, special research on MI versus CSK head to head. How many matches they have won? See, Mumbai Indians, Chennai Super Kings. This is, I think, this is old data. This data is from 2008 to 2019. In last 5 years, this logic might have changed, or both teams might have become equal now, winning head to head. So his MI versus CSK best performance. Who are the best performers? He has done analysis on MI versus CSK only, venue wise. See, if it is Wankhede Stadium, who won? If it is Chepak, who won? And who has taken the batting? See, decision upon winning the toss by both teams. See here, see here. Top decision statistics for both the teams. Either Mumbai Indians or Chennai Super Kings. So whoever win, they will try to field first. Maximum if you take, field first is option. Means batting second. Why? Because in Chennai you have a Jew factor, as I have mentioned. See, this is the statistics. 53% bat first, 47% bat second, field first. See, field first and field first 62. Oh, okay, it is the reverse way, I think. I have mentioned batting second, but in this option you got as bat first. Bat first. Chennai Super Kings, bat first, field first. Mumbai Indians, whenever they won the toss, they have mentioned bat first, then next field first. Bat first, field first. These are the options. That is how actually you see matches won, biggest win. He has done analysis only based upon Mumbai and Mumbai Indians and the CSK. So in the same way, when we are doing one more example, I'll show credit card fraud. See, credit card fraud. If you take this credit card fraud, they have used, see, in this credit card fraud also, I have shown the data right. They have taken some around how many 2 lakh records they have taken, 31 columns and 2 lakh records. From this 2 lakh records, what they have done is they have done this analysis, and fraud happened, not happened. They try to analyze the data exploration. Then next, based upon not fraud and fraud, two scenarios. See, as I have mentioned, they have done based upon the time, in the time hours, at what time this fraud actually happened. Fraud actually happened hours basis. See, on hours basis, which side. All this is based upon these hours. Then next, amount, maximum amount. After hours, they have analyzed, okay, maximum amount of transaction of that fraud actually happened. This particular scenario. See, amount. And after that, they try to do the correlation of the amount and this particular time. Okay, amount and time correlation is this. In this way, I will try to explain. In this, they have taken different scenarios. In this plots, they have taken different plot. Afterwards, see, all these are different plots. After that, predictive models, so different type of predictive models. See, as I have mentioned in my morning session, whenever I am trying to take the larger data set, in that particular data set, what we actually try to do is we'll try to divide the data into trained data and the test data. And after dividing that trained data and test data, try to use this formula, all these models, predictive model, random forest model. In this, use random forest model. See, when we are using random forest model, I can directly take the random classifier and I need to only mention. I don't need to write big formulas over here. Random forest model. See, if you take this particular prediction model, in this particular model, what are the variables that I need to give? Once I give those variables, automatically you will get your output. You will get your output. Where actually in V17 there is some problem with the V17 data. Like that, after that we'll try to make the confusion matrix using random forest. Once this is done, we will go with some other classifiers, second classifier, third classifier. Like that, whatever the models are there, when I am trying to explain the real-time CRM model data or any other data sets, I will be covering the machine learning concepts first. After machine learning, thanks sir, no data on my pack. Okay, when I try to explain, first initial step, I'll be explaining the Python. After moving to Python, I will take the any data set. In that data set, first I will make the students to do on the explanatory data analysis as a first step for cleaning all the data. Afterwards, I will move to the different models. Okay. Before that, we will even discuss whether that is a supervised or unsupervised data, which type of data that is. Based upon that particular, based upon that particular scenario, in machine learning, most of the time we will be working on the supervised data. Okay, supervised data I will take and I'll explain about that supervised data. After that, I will move on by explaining each and every machine learning model. After explaining each and every machine learning model, I will take the same data set and I will make the students to do all these models at one shot. And finally, we'll try to derive which model is actually best for that particular data scenario. That is how I'll be teaching my Python and Python afterwards the Python machine learning models. Any suggestions from your side? Because this is what the curriculum that we got from that from non-Moodle team. So we'll be approaching our approach will be like this. Any other things you want to convey over here? Suggestions are always welcome. Because you are all the mentors and you are having more and more experience in handling your students. And whatever the knowledge you share, to that whatever I am going to share to them will be on icing on the cake. It will be something like icing on the cake. They will get more and more knowledge with respect to the industry perspective. Yes, please. And try to answer one question. What are the data sets that you are actually aware for practice purpose? Nagarajan sir shared a few. Apart from that, what are the other data sets you actually aware before itself, before these sessions? Can you please type in the chat? Yes, please. I'm not finding any responses. TMIE, okay, thank you. TMIE. The next data.gov.in, Nagarajan sir told that is one of the that is one of the websites, or we can even go to WHO also. There also you will get so much data. Then next you can even go to this data.gov American website. Yes, any other data sets that you are actually aware before coming to these sessions? And whenever you get time, no, I will show one more website. This website also is giving so much information. I am trying see this. Actual elections happened in India, right? In this you can get data for 2024, 2019, 2014, 29 and 2000, sorry, 2009 and 2004 also. If you click on this winners list, you will get all. Just a minute, it will open. See, when you click on this, you will you will get huge information. See in this, out of 543, crorpatis are 29%. Crorepati are 29%. And see, in the crorepati are, how much it is showing crorepati candidates. This is only the candidates. 2301 is 29% is crorepati candidates. Okay, out of the 7,945, 29% are crorepatis. When actually they put their nomination. Okay, and once you observe, crorepati winners 88%, means in our parliament 88% people are crorepatis only. Okay, so with this we can analyze. Okay, crorepati are 88%. What is the significance of or impact of money for the election? Okay, or who are not having see, women winners 78. 14% is women who won the election in 2019. And winners with this particular charges against them, how many are there? And in the same way, if you go back to this website, those who are interested to understand or to know the system, okay, or the election system, they can happily go to this particular website. See, in 2019 and in 2014, if you take 2014, in this 2014, crorepati winners are 82% during that time. Now it increased to 88%. So there is an increase of 6%. Crorepatis reaching to Lok Sabha. And how many are graduates? See, graduates are above. 74% graduates are above. Means 28% are not even graduates. So with that, we can even assess, okay, education plays important role in reaching the parliament, or asking the questions, or getting something for their constituency. Will education plays a role or not? அந்த மாதிரி this is all live data mentioned in myneta.info. In this, they have clearly mentioned on this particular person around 21. See, and doctorate, total assets, total liabilities. See here, 11%. Now in 2019, it increased to, I think, 14 or 19%. Here it is 11%. See here. This is the website. Whoever want to do some analysis, those who shows interest in politics, and those who want to do analysis of either state level or central level, no, because this is the recent elections. That is the reason I have showed this Lok Sabha. Otherwise, if you want to see our own state, Tamil Nadu, see Lok Sabha, state assemblies, if you take Tamil Nadu, in Tamil Nadu, the 2021 winners. I think 2023 is not it. Last election happened in 2021 only, right? Sorry, not in 2021. 23 or 24, I guess. See this winners. If you take winners from our Tamil Nadu, see winners. In this also, if you take this 86%, 86% or this one, and graduates, if you see the graduates, it is 63%. When we have seen the Lok Sabha, there we have seen around 77 or 78%. And when we take this particular state level, it is 63%. Means when we compare to Lok Sabha and when we compare to the state level, there is a 10% decrease in the number of people who are actually not graduates. Like this, if you want to do analysis on this, you can do, or Kaggle, and whatever Nagarajan sir has shown or whatever currently I am showing, all these are real data, real values, including single paisa. See, 17 plus crores, their assets, everything is, see this guy, liability is zero. Everything is recorded in our election commission records. So those who are interested in this particular, no, they can even go to this particular website, myneta.info. Okay, again coming back to my my question, and only I got one response from mathskrish@gmail.com. What are the other websites you actually shows interest to do analysis? Yes, please. Want any 5 minutes break for you guys? Sorry, for you mentors. Hey, 5 participants raise hand. Okay, let us take 5 minutes break, and let us again come back at yes sir, yes sir. I think now I put a right question, I guess. So many yes and so many are raising hands. Battery is low. Yeah, you all need to understand. You now you are on the other side, and I am on the teaching side. Need charges. Need charges. Yes, I understood. That's the reason. After asking 2 3 questions, I understood. Okay, class means it will be only for 1 hour. After 1 hour, you need to have a little break to charge yourself. Yes. Again, let's meet at. Otherwise, let's meet at 3:20. 7 minutes break. Afterwards, another 30 minutes only. I'll try to explain the linear regression and other things that we are actually going to cover in Excel. Yes, yes, please. Yes. Welcome back to you all as well. Yes. In next 5 to 7 minutes, can you please share your own experiences with respect to data analytics, please? இது ஒரு ஒன் சைட் ப்ரோக்ராம் மாதிரியே போகுது மார்னிங் வந்து. Because I pretty well know that you are having more and more knowledge with respect to academics than me. So I sincerely request you guys to share your experiences with respect to data analytics. Result analysis of the students. Uday Suryan sir மட்டும்தான் ரிப்ளை பண்றாரு. எல்லாருக்கும் இது ஒரு ஆர்ட் மூவி மாதிரி தான் இருக்கா என்ன தெரியாது. ஆர்ட் ஃபிலிம் மாதிரி இருக்கா? சொல்லுங்க ப்ளீஸ். நோ சார். It's also you are only answering sir. Udayan sir. Interesting sir. No, Sujata ma'am. Still live sir. Okay. Some answers, your answers will see when you are teaching and your students look very dull. You yourself will lose motivation, right? நமக்கு இங்க அந்த மாதிரி தான் இருக்கு. I want responses from all the mentors. Your answers are only my motivation. As a mentor, you know this pretty well, right? Only thing I'm not understanding is எல்லாருக்கும் இந்த டேட்டா அனலிட்டிக்ஸ் ஃபுல்லா புதுசா இல்லைன்னா some knowledge இருக்கா எல்லாருக்கும்? Student admission details data analysis. Okay. When we take student data analysis, right? One more data analysis which is very interesting is the placement analysis. Placement analysis. Okay, your organization or the management also, yeah, management also very keen because per okay, you understood. I'm understanding that. For management also, if they want to get new students next year, they need to come up with this particular year results. Okay, computers department andu itna per placement aichu, and marketing and MBA anna or information technology anna IT information technology andu itna students in the company andu place aichu. Illa electronics and communication, civil, right? எல்லா டிபார்ட்மெண்ட்ஸ் வந்து எத்தனை பேர் ஆக்சுவலா பிளேஸ்மெண்ட் ஆயிடுச்சு. And when we compare this placement with the last year to this year, how much increase is there? Placement and increase இருக்கா இல்லைன்னா கம்மி ஆயிடுச்சா? And what are the companies? எத்தனை companies and top CMM level companies எத்தனை companies or mid range companies எத்தனை companies ஆக்சுவலா பிளேஸ்மெண்ட்க்கு வந்தாச்சு? அண்ட் பிளேஸ்மெண்ட் வரதுக்கு அப்புறம் எத்தனை பேர் ஆக்சுவலா recruit பண்ணியாச்சு? These are the two factors management will look into, and based upon that only whatever the trainings that we are giving from external or whatever the trainings that you are going to give to your student, final goal is placing them in some organization. Along with the knowledge, we are placing them in some organization, right? So placement, okay, placement ಅಂದು ಎತ್ತನ companies ಬಂದಾச்சு, ಎತ್ತನ companies வந்து எத்தனை பேர் recruit ஆயிடுச்சு. That is the first thing. Second thing, what is the salary? Maximum salary எவ்வளோ? Minimum salary எவ்வளோ? 10 lakh package, 15 lakh package, 25 lakh package, 25 lakh package, or 10 lakh package, 10 lakh மேல package. இத்தனை student recruit ஆயிடுச்சு. 5 to 10 lakh நடுல இத்தனை பேர் recruit ஆயிடுச்சு. இல்லைன்னா 5 lakh 5 lakh கீழே இத்தனை பேர் recruit ஆயிடுச்சு. ஸோ நம்ம காலேஜ் வந்து 500 இல்லைன்னா 1000 ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் இருக்குன்னா இந்த 1000 ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் வந்து எத்தனை பேர் 60%, 50%, 80%, எத்தனை ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் ஆக்சுவலா recruit ஆயிடுச்சு. அண்ட் அது வந்து நெக்ஸ்ட் ஸ்டெப், salary bracket எவ்வளோ, எத்தனை salary range வந்து recruit ஆயிடுச்சு. செகண்ட் ஸ்டெப். தேர்ட் ஸ்டெப், இந்த recruit ஆய ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் வந்து ஃபீமேல் எத்தனை பேரு, தென் நெக்ஸ்ட் மேல் எத்தனை பேரு. தேர்ட். ஃபோர்த், டிபார்ட்மெண்ட் வைஸ் கம்ப்யூட்டர்ஸ் வந்து எத்தனை பேர் recruit ஆயிடுச்சு. தென் நெக்ஸ்ட் மெக்கானிக்கல் இருந்து எத்தனை பேர், தென் நெக்ஸ்ட் சிவில், electronic and communication. This itself will become a big topic. ஒரு பேரு ஒரு data analysis. So if you are having suppose let us take a college, okay, which is of 10 years lifetime, means 10 years வந்து அந்த காலேஜ் இருக்குன்னா இந்த 10 years டேட்டா நம்ம கிட்ட இருக்கு அண்ணா, ஓகே, அந்த டேட்டா அனாலிசிஸ் பண்ணி அடுத்த வருஷமா நம்ம எத்தனை பேருக்கு how many people actually we can make them recruit, or we can what are the things that we need to give training so that more and more people will get recruit in our next campus placements. This is our main motto for any college. Main motto is showing the placement, and after getting based upon the placement only, next year they will promote that, stating that 90% placements aichi, so please join in our college. And students will also, whoever get 900 950 in their inter, okay, they will go to those colleges where placement is guaranteed, because everyone knows after coming from their graduation, okay, coming out வரதுக்கு அப்புறம் ஜாப்க்கு சர்ச் பண்ணோம்னா நிறைய what will then you will find more and more difficulties after coming out of the campus. வந்து campus recruitment இருக்குன்னா getting job in the campus is very easy than coming out of the college. Will you all accept for that? If at all campus placements இருக்கு அண்ணா, campus placement வந்து job வந்தாச்சுன்னா students க்கு easy ஆகும் life. Will you all accept? Can you raise your hand? Yes. Okay, placement in arts and admission cell is more active, sir. Okay. Okay. Slow learner and fast learner of the students. Okay, this can be analyzed based upon the marks that they are getting in their internals and the test. that we are actually conducting. Or we can even, or for these type of students, we can conduct some analytical ability test to analyze whether he is a slow learner or a fast learner. அதுக்கு நிறைய ஆப்ஷன்ஸ் ஆர் நிறைய டெஸ்ட் இருக்கு ஆக்சுவலா டு அனலைஸ் a student whether he is a fast learner or a slow learner. Subject wise analysis, yes, subject wise analysis. Nowadays, before students used to go for computers. இப்போ computers one day they are going for computer with artificial intelligence, computer with machine learning. அந்த மாதிரி நிறைய கோர்சஸ் ஆக்சுவலா இன்ட்ரடியூஸ் பண்ணிட்டாரு universities. So now students are also having more and more options for deciding their exact field, what and where they want to go into, right? Then next, coming to our last topic. See, now we have discussed about the Python. The next Python one, what are the libraries that we are having, and linear regression. See, linear regression, whatever is there, this linear regression, rather than going for the Python or anything, if you are having less data, even you can do that in Excel itself. See, in Excel, I'll show one example. See, even their data set we are having. This I have taken somewhere in Google. See, in the data one, they are trying to do linear regression on player matches and goals. See, linear regression, standard deviation. We are directly having the formulas, and based upon the formulas in the Excel itself, we can do the analysis. See, outcome, quotients, the next standard error. These we can directly do in the Excel itself. This when we take the data set, when we show in our Python, no, the same thing will even show to the student how this can be done in Excel also. See this. For this linear graph, for this particular data, whatever we are having, we have taken a linear graph and the goals and this particular details, and this is a linear graph. See here, they have directly given the formulas also. Formula of interception in C itself, y is equal to mx plus c. We have studied in our schooling and college that y is equal to mx plus c. What is y? What is m, x, and c? What and how we can get this particular formula in our Excel itself. See this. How to calculate the coefficient, the data, what is the data we need to take, and what is the how I can calculate C, how I can calculate M, how I can calculate the correlation. For this, we are directly having the formulas in Excel itself. So this is for small scenario. We will be taking some other different scenarios, and we'll be explaining these scenarios, linear regression scenario, to them. See here, correlation, and what is the error? Correlation and error. correlation and error this one, and finally this formula, and they have even given for the practice also. This I have taken from Google, but whenever I share this to students, no, I'll come up with some new data sets like Nagarajan sir mentioned. I will bring with a new data set with different queries to the students. So we will be explaining the data set and the significance of those particular columns. Afterwards, how to do linear regression in our Excel and in our Python. That will be explained in to the students. Afterwards, the same way, okay, matrix based in Excel. How I can create a matrix based. This also I brought from. See this one, data set. The next matrix, how to create a matrix for that particular, and what are the different type of charts that see this, what are the different type of charts that I can make using this particular data, and how I can create a matrix using the chart. This is another example. All these examples, whatever I am showing, this is only for small few lines code. But whenever we are sharing to the students, we'll be sharing this small example along with the big data as well for practice and for writing the for more and more practice. And after that, to understand that in a better way, we will give them the large data sets. Whatever the data sets Nagarajan sir has mentioned, right? Different data sets, HR data set, ERP, eCom, CRM. These are the major data sets we will bring or will share to the students for all these analysis that we are going to do in our future classes. So in the next class, next Friday, Saturday, we'll be discussing the approach on Python routine or basic classification H20, and this how the case study will be, and all these 5 weeks of program will be discussed in our next class. And these are the, see, if you take Nagarajan sir has mentioned this HR, right? See, HR. If you go to this particular Kaggle only, in this Kaggle, if you mention HR analytics, see, HR analytics prediction. Why do people resign? This is one HR analysis they have done. Okay, they got the data. Based upon that, they actually try to analyze. They'll try to analyze why the employees are resigning. In the same way, you can have any e-commerce related, see this e-com related data sets. E-commerce data sets. E-commerce customer satisfaction. In the morning we have discussed it, right? Customer satisfaction is the most important top priority for any business, because customer is the key for any business, right? So customer satisfaction satisfaction high irka illana low irka, high பண்ணதுக்கு what are the steps organization need to take, analysis on that particular data set e-commerce அந்த மாதிரி CRM analytics. See, CRM analytics. CRM analytics. CRM analytics, when it talks CRM analysis and what is the approach, what are the libraries that need to take, and the CRM analytics. Like this, we will bring a new data set, and on that particular data sets, whatever we are going to view, on that we'll be doing all this metabase or drill down filter, pivot chart, the next basic analysis using Excel, making visualizations using text related functions in Excel, or finding out the missing values. All these things we will do on these data sets, ERP, HR, or I will be explaining one end to end. I will give the other data sets for students to work on, so that they can practice whatever I am giving by watching the videos. The same thing they can try to implement on other data sets, which they can share as their final project. Okay, with this, I am actually done with my whatever this 7 weeks data is there, right? All these 7 weeks of data, what I am actually trying to explain to the students, I have presented in last 2 days my sessions. Okay, same approach I'll be following to the students with more and more examples, because here week one means it is of almost week 1, week 2, week 3, right? Week 1. So please share your recorded sessions. Yes, yes. I'll be informing that to Shiva sir and Ganesh. They'll be sharing you the links in the group. From there you can actually take these recordings. Okay, for next 5-10 minutes, I will give for open questions. Because I am almost done with the topics what I am going to explain, and my approach also I have given. In what way we are going to conduct this analytic session in a college, sir? Okay, in college, see, we are going to in this we are having totally 12 weeks of training program, right? This 12 weeks of training program, I try to explain what is my approach for 7 weeks in last 2 days. So in first week, what we are going to teach, classes will be classes will be on Friday and Saturday. Okay, I think Shiva sir will let you know the timings, okay, based upon the discussions. So in the first week, during Friday and Saturday, once the classes started, we will be teaching this first topic, introduction of analytics, and these classes will be online only. These classes will be online, and we'll be sharing our presentation, whatever I am going to teach. No, those videos will be presented. Yes, definitely, definitely. These videos will be shared. These videos will be shared, and when we are taking these sessions to the live session only. Yes, live session only. It is not a recording session. It will be a live session. Yes, it will be a live session to the students. All the students need to attend all the 12 weeks of program, and two classes, Friday and Saturday. Friday and Saturday. Just Shiva sir will let you know the timings, whether it is 2 hours, 2 hours or 4 hours. Yeah, that's what the duration, and the I believe it will be 4 hours, like how it is going now. It will be 4 hours. Will there be a test assignment? Yes, ma'am. Yes, yes, sir. Okay, those tests and assignment tests will be conducted after every second week. Every second week for the 2 weeks, whatever the training we have given, for that MCQs will be there, and MCQs marks will be shared. Okay, MCQs will be there based upon that particular college and based upon that roll number and everything. No, MCQs. Is project included in this? Yes, project is also included. Is it included in the workload or it is additional workload, sir? Ma'am, that you need to discuss with sir Tilak sir, that you need to discuss with your college and the management. Okay, the training will be given by me, and I'll be sharing them the assignments, and after every 2 weeks there will be a MCQ test, okay, for which a questionnaire will be prepared and share to you, your colleges or your group. Okay, share to your group. Then they can take that MCQ link, and the student can write that particular exam. And based upon the exam, we'll also get to know where the students stand on that particular week. And based upon that, we also get an opportunity to evaluate. Okay, first, second week, fourth week, sixth week, eighth week, 10th week, 12th week. After that, the project. For that project, and for that project, how the project need to be evaluated, that we are going to come to your college next week. We are going to come to your college, and what are the points need to focus when you are evaluating your project, that will share based upon our experiences, and based upon that evaluation you can share marks to the students. And I understand that those actually who actually registered themselves for this particular program, they need to the all the classes, and and attendance will be maintained for all the classes, and the attendance based upon the attendance, and based upon the project. Okay, attendance, MCQ, and I'm not sure about this MCQ, but MCQ will also be shared. Attendance and the project, these two will play a significant role. That is what even in SOP also it was mentioned. Students who register for the first time, they need to attend the classes. All the 12 weeks they need to attend the classes, and their attendance will be taken into consideration for the project and for their marks as well. Okay, so let us all meet next week, next Friday at again 11 a.m. in the morning. Okay, thank you all. Thank you all. Thanks for your time, and thanks for your whatever the knowledge. We have a college. We have a college, sir. Sorry, ma'am, I didn't get. We have a college, sir, means next Friday and Saturday. And Ganesh, recording not required.